Hey, 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 hey. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Let Loose. Yes, I changed the title. I changed the title, like I said, I would do because I was thinking, we've had a few people that want to come on and be a guest. We don't list as much because we're just busy doing other stuff, or we get to chatting and forget to list. So it's not like we're not gonna list sometime. We are gonna list, but we just want to come on, just relax, talk about, like I say, like we normally do, talk about our week, talk about what we're gonna be doing in the coming week, and just share what we gotta share and take stuff off our chests. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. Now, today we also have a guest. Unfortunately, our guest is probably running late or might not be able to make it. They did send me an email to say they have an engagement that came up, so there's a possibility that they might not be able to make it, or if they do make it, they will be here later. So anyway, the show must go on. So, Missy, how are you today?
Great. Don't eyeball me like that. Once I start talking, you cut me off anyway. So that's why I'm just keeping it short. Great. Carry
I
on.
didn't eyeball you. I took my glasses off to clean
Nah,
my.
you had this look on your face. Don't do me. You
I
had this
didn't
look on your
look. I
face
said,
like,
Missy, how are you today? I took my stuff up and I was cleaning my glasses.
no. You also, when I said great, you looked at me like, really?
No,
That's
I
what
didn't look at you really. I didn't look
yes,
at
you
you.
did. You did. Rewind it back.
You can go rewind it. I ain't got time for your shit today. So you can go
It
ahead
is
and rewind.
Sunday. Can you watch your mouth on a Sunday?
I'm just gonna go up and say hi to those people that are in here that took the pains to come in here.
Oh,
And so let me say hello to KS2. She said, love the picture, Ella. Love the hair. Thank you. Missy, love the face expression.
thank
I
you.
was going through her IG to look for a picture because I didn't want to ask her for a picture because she's gonna go kick up a whole storm. So I'm like, you know what? Let me look
Kick
for a
off
picture.
my whole storm.
You're
What is
gonna kick
this?
up a storm. So I said, let me just go
Why
to
would I
her
kick up a
IG.
storm?
That's what I said. I didn't want to ask you direct. I said, let me just go look for a picture on your IG. And I saw that picture. I'm like, yeah, that's her all day. so, so anyway, Kes, you get to
That's why I
see.
posted it. No lies are being told on
Hey!
this podcast.
Hi, Nana J. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Hustlers. Good to see you, hustlers. Mwah, mwah.
Okay, so I have a question. Who are hustlers?
Okay, I met Hustler in Fundamental and Regina's Hump Day. I see him there a lot.
Oh,
So he goes there a lot. So that's where I kind of like I
oh,
met.
nice
Yeah.
to meet you. I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing your photo. I thought it. I just heard hustlers and thought it was multiple people, and was like, oh, who are that? Who are
Oh,
you?
Hustlers.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, it's Hustlers. Hustlers been coming in. He came in last week. He gave us some tips and stuff like that. So I really appreciate him being
He
here.
gave you some tips.
Yeah, he gave us some tips on
Did you actually listen?
huh?
Did you actually listen?
Go away, I did.
What?
Picky Nicky, good to see you, Picky Nicky. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see
Um,
you. Good to see you.
hustlers, if you actually gave Ella some tips and she actually listened, that's an accomplishment.
Okay, so Nicole, welcome, Nicole. Mwah, mwah. Picky Nicky. Oh my gosh, we need to talk about the um I
Later.
say, yeah, we need to talk about it. I'm not saying we're going to talk about it now, but we always talk about
Later.
the marathon anyway. So we're gonna be talking about the marathon, all the new stuff we saw and everything. Ella giving Missy the side eye. Yeah, she deserve it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So she
Mute,
just admitted it, right? But
mute,
then she just
mute,
say, "Oh
mute,
no, I wasn't doing that. I was just
mute.
cleaning my glasses."
You got mute. You're echoing. Mute.
That's you.
No, that's you.
No, that's you.
That's
I
you.
haven't changed anything over here. That's
Hi,
you.
Jeff. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Anyway, so we got
It shouldn't say that.
TNT.
It should always. Well, it should.
Hi, Constance. Good to see you. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Good to see ya. JR Kim. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I am checking my basement. Yes, I did check my basement. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for coming on. I appreciate you guys being here. And I'm going to introduce our guest. Our guest is from the coin community, like I said, and he is here. He's going to come on. He always wanted to be on here. So this is the opportunity to come on. And we're going to talk about how we got into the coin community, well, get into the coin business, and tell us more about himself and the coin community. So, with further ado, let's add him to the stream. Woohoo! Hi, Jeff.
Hello, how are you doing? Glad
Good.
to see you. Save here first, Miss
All
Missy.
right. Okay, so how come we're not seeing your face? Because
Oh my goodness, you can, but do you want to see my coin camera or do you want to see my camera seeing me? I mean,
yeah,
I can
well,
switch it. I can switch
yeah,
it. Hold on.
yeah, you can switch it because we need to see your face. We don't want to see your. You can tell us about the coins later and switch it and show us coins.
Okay,
But
hold on. Let me switch my camera around while you're talking and introducing me.
okay.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can't.
We got 15 people in the house. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Let YouTube know that we are on here and we are live. Good to see all of you. Good to see all of you. Now, I don't know anything about coins. I picked up a few at the estate sale, sold a few, but I don't have a clue about them, so I don't know
So
anything.
tell me why that camera's not coming. Oh, there we
Hey, now
Bam.
we see you. Woo-hoo.
go.
Now we can put a face to.
You can go back and look at the videos, but yep, this is the face behind the voice and behind the
Yes,
hands, right?
the face behind the voice. So good to see you. Good to see you. How was
Good to
church
see you.
today?
It was great. It's always great, right? And I just left my niece's birthday party. We had it a couple of days late. So it was unexpected for me. I didn't know. I thought the birthday party the other day was a good, but when you're little, I guess you get more than one birthday. So
Oh, I wish everybody. Well, when you get older, you celebrate.
yeah, I don't want another birthday. I haven't had a birthday in, lots of years. I'm 29 and holding.
And no, you said your age the other day, and I was like, oh, okay.
47 years old, or will be. I'll be 47 on my birthday.
Well, when is that?
July.
Oh, when in July? Because I know a
The,
few people that's in July.
the 19th.
Oh, July.
Shut up. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is my birthday, July 19th.
That's Missy's birthday.
It is.
There you go, Missy. See, we got a lot more in common, don't we?
Wow.
I was born July 19th, 1976.
Wow.
That is
And,
Missy's
and we're both
birthday.
Dallas Cowboy fans. What do you know about that?
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've never met someone with the same birthday. Like
I had no idea that you had the same birthday as me. Now I'm really. Yeah.
Wow.
You see, when I said
I
that,
have met one other person with the same birthday as me. Me and him went to school together, and his name was also Jeffrey, but he spelled his E-R-Y, where I spell mine R-E-Y. And he was a year before me, but we were in the same grade in school, so we celebrated our birthdays together. His mom.
Kate said her son's birthday is July 19 as well.
And I
Oh,
bet
well,
you
there
that's her
you
favorite
go.
kid too. I
Yeah.
bet you that's her favorite kid. We're the best. We're the best.
Yeah, she said one of her son's birthday is July 19th. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you are here. You always wanted to come on here and chat with us, so you're here now.
I do. I get to hang out with y'all for a little bit today. I'm sorry that I was a little bit late. I was tempted to get on the phone at the birthday party and be like, "I told you I promised I'd be on time, so here I am." But
Uh,
Mhm.
I
I'm
don't know.
glad.
Have you ever seen how 2-year-olds and 8-year-olds act together? Oh boy.
Well, you're not too late. See, Ella's acting brand new today because technically she'll be spending at least 30 minutes talking and greeting everyone. Like when she first said, "So Missy, how are you doing?" I said, "Great," because technically as soon as I started talking, she'll cut me off to greet everyone. So I'm like, no, we're still in the first 30 minutes. You see how I'm busy because technically I have 30 minutes to do whatever until
Well,
she acting brand new today. I guess she done,
it's not matter of brand new. The show is brand new. The title is brand new. We did have a guest before, and this time I wanted to really open it up for whoever wants to come on. And
Right,
Mhm.
not only just that, I
right.
have to say hi to people that come in.
I know that. I was expecting you to do that, but you was acting brand new, not saying hi.
Well, no, I said hi to you and say how you doing. I always say that.
Now you
But
see the
you know,
crossover here is one of you's wearing Marvel and the other one's wearing
you-
Superman.
that's
See,
what I
so
said when
we
I
got a
came on.
thing
I was
going on.
like,
No,
And I'm a DC Comics fan,
I'm
so
a Batman fan. Yeah, I'm a DC
I'm a
comic
fan of
I'm
fan.
Wonder
I'm a
Woman
fan of
fan.
both.
So it's only
I'm a
right.
fan of both. You see me one minute today I probably will be wearing Marvel. The next tomorrow I might be wearing what they
She
call
had
it.
Batman on yesterday.
Yeah, I
No,
had
Yeah.
Batman on. So you
I
see, I was like,
I mean,
screenshotted.
honestly,
I
I'm not really
screenshotted some of it
biased.
just so I could go back and be like, "See, look, she does have good
yeah,
taste.
yeah.
She likes
Honestly,
Batman."
I'm not really biased. I'm not, but I'm a Wonder Woman fan, and Wonder Woman is DC Comics. Shout out to Wendy, hint hint. Um, so
Did she
I
just
don't
give
have
a
no
shout
Wonder
out
Woman
to Wonder
paraphernalia.
Woman? Is that what just happened?
Yeah,
Huh?
because there's a reseller that is her channel name is Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman.
Oh,
She
nice.
sells a lot of Wonder
And
Woman stuff.
whenever she feels like really getting out of, maybe changing her perception, changing her personality, changing her whole, thing, but I don't want to be Wonder Woman no more. Holla at me.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
So I
And
use a lot of Batman stuff for my props and things, most of which are silver. Believe it
I
or not,
see
I
it.
actually paid artists to make silver art for me out of
Ah,
Batman. But yeah,
that's
I
cool.
guess I don't know. I grew up kind of relating to him, and I've took that on as kind of a thing as an adult. I,
So you're vigilante that goes out and saving people?
no, not necessarily, but I do help run a program called Life Change where I live, and it's for people that are down on their luck or for whatever reason they might have found themselves homeless or they might have just found themselves fresh out of prison needing to get
Oh,
adapted back to life, so they're looking for jobs, they're looking for a sense of belonging somewhere. So I have to leave in order to go to that, which starts at 6 o'clock this evening. And what we
oh,
do on Sunday nights is we have a full meal, we have passes for the laundromat in case anybody needs to do laundry, so on and so forth. And we do a Sunday service. And sometimes I lead the service, sometimes the pastor from the Methodist church that I attend leads the service, and sometimes we have guest speakers.
oh, that is cool. Let me say a few people just popped in, so let me say hi. Riv, welcome. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Annie, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Pretty little Penny. Where's Iro Penny? In the bushes? Good to see you, family. I appreciate you guys coming in here today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. If you didn't, please do it. It does help the channel. I was told it does help.
It does. It helps the algorithms and it helps them push you out. If you all are trying to grow a YouTube channel and you're trying to get subscribers, whenever you get a subscriber, do them and yourself a favor. Hit their icon and resub back to them. Leave a comment when you sub on a video, hit a thumbs up, anything like that will stick. If you don't want to ring the bell, I get it, because I have notifications that come in day and night, 24/7, one right after another, because I've got so many bells ring, and I try to just jump in there. But when you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, that is very important to get those people to come back to sub you, right? Because
Yeah,
they're going to show you showed interest in them. They're going to come watch more of your videos. They're going to leave a comment, a like. The more of those you have, the more YouTube pushes you, because you are your product, right? So
that's true.
they're
That
going
is
to push out your alerts more. People are going to get more word out as far as commercials and shorts and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's true, Constance. I am a Ghost Rider fan. I love Ghost Rider. Love the movies,
Oh
the
wow.
TV show. Yes, I'm a Ghost Rider fan. So
Hmm.
I'm a Ghost Rider fan. Love, love,
See,
love Ghost
I
Rider.
get to know more about y'all being up here with you, because now it makes me not feel weird about my Ghost Rider shirts that I've got and things in the
Well,
closet
you
that
got
I
a
don't
Ghost
wear
Rider
very often.
shirt?
Yeah, I definitely do.
I do have a Ghost Rider hoodie kind of. Let me see if I can find the picture. Actually, it is my screen it is my screenshot, and I got it there. It says Ghost Rider.
Just got it on.
And then it's it's,
What?
it's got the Ghost Rider on the back as well. On the bike.
Missy. I could see Missy wanting to say something, but she just
So funny.
Oh no, I'm
come on,
good.
Missy.
No, I'm good. I'm watching YouTube to make sure we're straight. See, I'm the one that makes sure we're straight on both sides because she never has YouTube up. So I was looking at my YouTube to make
I'm
sure
watching it too. I do it. I got both the phone and the tablet on YouTube side while I'm
This
while
because
is
I'm
the back
eating.
of mine.
I'm not watching the StreamYard because I'm doing something else. So I'm looking at it on YouTube.
Yeah, I see it. This is the back of my Ghost Rider pullover. That's it.
Nice.
Yes, I
It's
love
short sleeved. See, mine's long sleeved.
it.
It's
Yeah, my short
yeah.
sleeve. I love it with the hoodie. I love it. I put it on and I feel like I'm on fire.
So have you ever rode bikes?
Yes, I've been behind it.
That was not a proper yes. That was I've looked at people ride bikes and I've
I
thought
don't
about it, but
really
I've
like
never
it.
got on one.
I
That's
know
what that was.
I have got on it many a times. I'm always the passenger, but I don't really like it because I just feel it's dangerous. So I don't like it.
Oh.
Donnie is out right now, but don't worry, he wouldn't miss the live. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna bring you make you solo so you can introduce yourself and tell people about you and your channel
Oh
and what you
wow.
do.
Hey, she knows how to really put you on the spot, don't she? And she disappeared. See, I feel better when I'm not great big on the screen.
I
So
mean, at least she
you
pre-warned you. I mean, a lot of times she'll just
right?
put
It
you
could
on
have
the
just been
screen.
anything. Meanwhile, I've got so much clutter going on behind me. Oh, do
Nobody
not
can see
mind.
your clutter.
No.
There is
Okay.
no clutter at all.
Sure. I'm watching it on YouTube. I can see it.
It doesn't look like it.
So, everyone, my name is Jeff Crumpler. That's also the name of my channel. Whenever I first came to YouTube, it was basically to seek information, right? 3 or 4 years ago, I would just log on if I had a question about how to fix something or what was going on with things. That's where I went to YouTube for, was for that kind of information. Now, fast forward several years, actually, golly, that's been more years than that. I'm getting older. I'm forgetting time. But go back maybe 2.5, almost 3 years ago, and I had received some information that I would not wish upon anyone, and that was that my mom was in stage 4 cancer, and that the insurance that she had paid all of her life and that we were paying on still at that time was only going to pay about a quarter of the cost of the treatments. So at that point, I was kind of back against the wall, I guess you could say. I'd had some battles in life prior to finding that out, and me and God had a talk. Like, I talked to God just like I'm talking to y'all. So I was on my back porch and I was trying to bargain with God, and I told him, look, if you could just help me figure out a way to help make the money to make the rest of these treatments for her to where she's comfortable and things are to where I'm doing the best I can as her son, trying to provide some kind of anything for her. And if not, then I'm going to go back to what I used to do. And at a prior time in life, I was probably somebody that was, I've always been somebody that was good at sales, but I was good at the wrong kind of sales. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It cost me some years of my life that I had to do because of the mistakes I made in that lifestyle. And it's gave me an ability to be able to reach people that are still stuck in that lifestyle, which is where life change comes into play. It's great to be able to be a part of helping people get back on track and getting God back into their lives that have somehow stepped off the path, whether or not it's through drug use or many other things that we all deal with as human beings every day that people put first before they put God first and before they put themselves first. Really, they do all these other things. So, anyways, at the end of that conversation I was having with God, day 3 of that, I was like, all right, made a phone call, was getting ready to step back into things that I had stepped out of just because of the money potential and the fact that I needed extra income to figure out how to make these treatments possible. Later on that night, I was frustrated with God, honestly, because I hadn't heard what I wanted to, and I was about to make what I already knew was a big mistake. And my deal with him was, well, okay, then if you're not going to help me, then just don't let me get caught up until after she's gone. Went back into the house. I have a tablet that does not work for anything else except for music that is downloaded on it. Like I could get it out right now for y'all. It won't hook up to the Wi-Fi. It will not do anything. For whatever reason that night, instead of me listening to my playlist of music to go to sleep, YouTube was on. And there was a gentleman called, oh my goodness, here I am nervous in front of everybody, the Silver Joker. So I watched the Silver Joker for hours. This guy was going through $50 coin roll boxes from the bank. He was digging out silver. He was taking them to a silver shop. They were buying the silver. And I'm like, there's no way possible that I can go and buy a $500 box of halves, open it up, and pull out silver that I can resell and still get my money back on the rest of the coins, right? So it's like free silver, free money, as long as you know how to, as long as you know where to get rid of it at, or as long as you got that will to be able to do it. So by the end of that night, I had clicked in some other channels and I was like, you know what? Okay, so the money I was going to take and flip into things that were just going to ruin more people's lives, including my own, I went ahead and spent at the bank on rolls of $50. And then I went and dug out things that I had collected prior in life. I'd always had an interest in coins just because of the history of them. And I was like, you know what? Okay, God gave me this. He put it in front of me. To this day, that tablet still will not play. After that whole night and the next morning was over, the tablet don't work. It just don't work. You know what I mean? It does not work for that. So I cannot get into YouTube or anything on it. And that was like a sign to me. I was like, all right, so God put this before me. So now all I got to do is apply myself and go forward with it. So I did that. Within probably 3 or 4 months, I actually created the channel that you see now up on your screen, which is my name, just Jeff Crumpler. There's another Jeff Crumpler. He's an African American gentleman that raps a lot. I'm probably not him. But yeah, and it's been a journey. Like when I first came into the YouTube thing and started talking and everything, I didn't know about the coin thing. I didn't know about showing my face. I had wandered into channels, both Filipino, Asian, Hispanic, different places where I could sing and I could feel comfortable singing because I do speak a little Spanish. I know a little Tagalog. I know a little other things. And I didn't have to hide my face because they didn't show my face, unlike this lady here. Miss Saveherfirst wants to show my face. So I started out on YouTube watching the coin streams and becoming a part of that community, but I become a part of singing communities on YouTube, and I started joining in with them when they would have live panels, and I would do the singing and things, which would be at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, odd hours, but for me that worked. So yeah, it's grew and grew to the point to where now actually here you go.
Wow.
This to y'all probably will not seem like a big deal, but this right here is 1 ounce of pure gold. This coin right now today, if you look up the spot price on it, is somewhere around $2,000. They sell for about $2,300
Wow.
a piece. Meanwhile, that coin
I'm
right
sorry.
there,
Is that Cougaran you got right there?
that is a Cougaran, and it's 1978 gold Cougaran. But not only did I get that one, but about 5, 6 days ago, lots of people in my community have figured out who I was. And I never thought I would see the day when I had my ex superintendent of the school I went to, my ex
Oh,
ball coach, also the same gentleman that whooped my bottom, and the prosecuting attorney that sent me to prison the first time come to me and be like, Jeff, here's what we got. And we've seen what you've been doing. And here's what we need you to do. They
wow.
needed to turn their gold assets into cash. They brought me over $400,000 worth of gold Cougarans and put in
Wow.
my possession. Now, to me, that is just like an earth moving moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same people that before would have been like, I wouldn't have gave me $10 if I'd have been them before. How you gonna
Yeah.
come and drop off hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff and be like, there's no one else we know to come to with this but you? Help us out. That was a earth moving moment for me the
So
past
we
week.
say it's a testament.
Yeah, it
That's a good
definitely is because there is no way before that they probably would have even had me in their house. They'd have been scared to death of me, honestly, because I had that kind of reputation. They would have been like, "Look, we're not bringing the banger into the house. It just ain't happening. This ain't gonna fly." Where now I've changed the way I do things and have been able to prove myself to the people in my community and them to where now I'm the guy they come to. I
right.
would have never have thought that that would have ever happened. That's God working in my life through other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing feeling to be able to say, wow, I came from absolutely nothing, literally. Like I was just fresh out trying to figure out how to get back to anything. They had took everything when they sent me up. I lost my houses, my cars, my everything because I'd earned them all wrong.
Mm.
So I went back from having absolutely everything to absolutely nothing to now
Starting
being
all
shown a
over.
path
Yeah.
and going with it. And now, okay, now I know you say this ain't a mess, but I can't show you. See, I grab up the coin camera because I want to show you, but I can't. And anyways, I can't show you in the other rooms either, but I have two full walk-in size safes. I have a room that I'm sitting in right now that is absolutely packed with silver and gold. Things I never figured I would have. I've turned something that had zero assets other than the $500 I started with and just the will to do it into I have a business. I have probably over $200,000 in assets in silver and gold,
Wow.
and that is a thing, right? So
Yeah.
and I'm still helping that lady upstairs get her treatments, and I'm able to take care of her where before I wouldn't. And I was not even raised by her most of my life. I was raised by my grandparents. I was in one of them kind of households where I was left somewhere
Yeah.
else. So now I've been given the opportunity to be the son to a mother that, we get this time now that we didn't have before. So
Before,
that's a
yeah.
blessing also.
I like that
And I
story.
get to be my own boss, right? Where
Yeah, you
before
got
I
to
owned a
be that
landscape and
story.
construction company and I
Yeah.
work my bottom off every day now. I work my bottom off every day, but it's different. And every time I find
That's good.
myself blessing someone else, which this platform has also gave me that opportunity, we do
Yes.
fundraisers for people that's lost family members.
Mm.
Dolls Dolly, she is one of my co-hosts, and she recently lost her brother. And to be
Mhm.
able to bring people like that up and do auctions for them without them even knowing and being able to supply some things like that. An
Mhm.
example, last night we had a young lady that she's got brain cancer and she suffers with things, and that's a struggle, and I get that. So with Miss Jamie, we're always trying to figure out how to do something. Last night was her birthday. We had other people in the community reach out to me and they were like, look, the packages I have at your house, grab something out, let's sell it. Let's send her a birthday cake to her house. So we did that live on the stream. Everybody, we
Oh,
auctioned off a couple of things, sent her the money, had the cake door dashed to her place because she wasn't going to have a
Wow.
birthday cake. She ended up getting to have a birthday cake. It's little simple things
oh.
like that that make this all worth doing. And then getting to meet amazing people like Miss Ella here that from the very first time I tuned into her show was nothing but smiles and joy and like happy to meet everybody. I mean, look at that smile. How can you not love that
You're
smile,
making
right?
me blush
So I
now.
mean, how can you not? And just a positive energy. And then she gets up here with other folks like Missy that crack me up. Hey, these two got to be sisters. You hear me? Like for real life, I think they were maternally pulled apart somewhere because they're family. Whether or not they're blood related or not, they're
More
definitely
like mother and daughter.
huh?
It's more like mother and daughter. I understand why they threw mama from the train.
Oh boy. I was gonna say which one of y'all would be mom because I don't know.
That would
Yeah.
be
Well, well, she's
don't
a
blame me. It would be Ella.
she's a kid from where I'm coming from. She's a kid.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
anyway, let me say hello. We'll get back to you, Jeff. I just want to say hello to
I'll
those
take
that
all of that.
before I dress the kid up there. Let me say hello to those that in the chat. Yeah, this is where did I stop my hi
But,
Joy.
Jeff, that is
Welcome.
an amazing story. That's amazing.
Yeah. Let me say hello to those coming in, please.
You already said hello to everyone coming in the chat.
Well, you do it your way, I do it my way.
She gonna put us
Adventures with
she putting us on
Victoria.
quiet time, Missy. You just gotta go with it.
Yeah, don't mind her. She always do that. You know how I roll, but she
He
always
said
want to
he's on
say
limited
something else.
time. He
No,
said
I want to say hello to everybody that comes in my chat. So let it slow your roll. Let me do what I gotta do. So hi, Adventures with Victoria. Hi, Sally. Welcome. Good to see you guys. She
Now
said,
do you see why
"Oh, I
mama-
want to sing."
now do you see why they threw mama from the train?
Mwah, mwah. Hi, Jessica. Good to see you. Buffalo Picker. Thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker, whatever it's called. I appreciate it. He said, Hulk, Black Panther, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, in that order for me. Hey, Ella, Missy, and Guest. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. And let me play my song for you. Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super chat. Super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Buffalo Pickup. Mwah. Thank you so much.
No.
Also, I want to say MKT. Welcome, I roll pennies. Hi guys, welcome. I appreciate you.
What was
Good
that?
to see you, Victoria, Jessica, Dumpster Girl, Pearl. How you doing?
Yeah.
Jessica, did you pimp us out? Jessica, did you pimp us out?
Oh, she did pimp us out.
Okay, I'm just want to make sure she on her job. I mean, as the pimp, you gotta make sure the pimp is doing their job. Getting up.
I know it told me that in my stream. I thought, oh my gosh, she's just like the other guys I've met. They're just gonna pimp me out. And she's real honest about it. She just come out and said it. I'm just gonna pimp you out. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, beware. Anywhere you see Jessica, she's pimping you out. Let's make sure you have enough KY jelly.
Oh my gosh, she didn't just go there.
I mean, I got lotion.
Y'all got lotion. I see you selling lotion every day. I know Missy's got some. She got lots of different kinds.
Did you see Victoria bought condoms on Friday and she was giving it?
Did she? Oh my gosh.
She was giving it as a gift, a giveaway gift. I was like,
really, Victoria?
Well,
if she's gonna ask the guy to choose whether he want condom or no whatever. No,
wow.
oh my God.
Hey, Valerie.
Wow, see, you can't make that
Oh
up.
my lord.
Victoria. Is this was that Victoria that's oh my
Adventures
goodness.
with Victoria on Friday. She do a giveaway. She asked the guy, "Do you want the condom or you want the lipstick?" I don't know if it was lipstick or nail polish, something like that. She was offering. I was like, "Come on."
So
And
did
what
he
did
take the
he do?
condoms?
It
That's
took
my
what?
question.
No, the guy didn't take the condoms. He took whatever the other one was.
Well, I
I
hope
was
he's
like,
married then. If he ain't married, that's when you probably don't want to date girls. Just saying. He turned down
No,
the
right,
condoms. It's not cool.
right,
the
Not
right.
wife would
cool.
be like,
The
"Are
way
you
he said
receiving
condom,
condoms
she
in the
was like,
mail?"
"What?"
Mess around with the guy that ain't been picking up condoms. You might pick up something you can't get rid of.
Uh-huh. Uh,
Ella,
yes, dear.
where's Spike?
Huh? Oh, Spike.
That's why I was like, what was that? Where's Spike?
Spike is resting over there.
Oh, he gets
Hey,
Sunday
that was
off.
hilarious. That little doll's hilarious. I've never seen one of those before.
I got it in my palette and I was gonna throw it away because I was look at it. I was like, oh, nobody's gonna want this. And because when I picked it up, I didn't notice it had this musical sign on it. And after I put stuff away and I picked it up again to throw it away, um, and then I looked at it, I just pressed it, and I thought, oh, it's missing batteries. So I went and put batteries in it just to see if it would work. And it started playing happy birthday song. I said, oh, you know what? If somebody's having a birthday, I can play it for their birthday. And as soon as I finished listening to the happy birthday, another song came on. I was like, wow, it's got a song and more songs. More. I listened to 8 of it. And I was like, wow. But I didn't know it said anything that it would repeat until when I brought it to the auction and I was trying to say, hey, I got this stuff, and it was repeating exactly what I was saying. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I
Hey, that
loved
was too cool
it.
yesterday watching you have fun with it. That was amazing. There you go. See, I'm telling you, don't get rid of that toy. You need that devil.
No. Tushman was like, how much am I gonna sell it for? Starting bid. I'm like, no, I'm keeping this one.
Hey, and Ella always has super cool stuff for y'all and just stuff that blows me away. Like I was here the day that, you know, it wasn't the talking doll, but it was definitely a something.
What was
It
it?
looked like it was a two-handed tool. Well, I don't know. It had a lot of massaging apparatuses with it.
It was a
Yeah, not
massage
too long
gun.
ago. Oh, yeah,
That
Missy, I
was
think you were up here that day, weren't you?
that was a
No,
massage gun.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a massage gun.
no,
That's I
I
mean,
don't think I was a part of the party that day. Don't throw me in something, Jeff.
I could have swore you were here that day.
uh, I might have been in the chat, but I only sell with her with jewelry.
Oh, well, yeah. It wasn't jewelry. No, then it
So,
was Victoria,
so
huh?
my
That
days
was
is very
Victoria.
clear. When Missy, what was she say? Ella was selling jewelry when I was over her.
I
Anything
mean,
outside of that, I have no accountability for.
I don't know what
Everything,
they called
everything
that
else.
other thing, but it showed up in a suitcase satchel. I don't know, man. It looked serious. It
Let
looked
me see. You
serious. I
haven't
don't
seen a
know.
massage gun before?
Hey, Amethyst, how you doing? No, ma'am.
Hi,
I have
Amethyst.
not. I'm telling you, if I met a chick that needed that kind of tool, I'd have kept on moving. Been
Well,
like,
actually, I have one, and it's actually really nice.
It's really good. My
It is.
brother, the
And it's
first time,
heavy.
yeah, my brother was saying, because my brother, I think most of us in our family, we had this back issue for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
My brother, because I think mostly because we stand on our feet a lot. So my brother said he got this massage gun and it does the work. And I was like, you know what? When I when I have my birthday, I'm gonna ask for a massage gun. So I put it on my Amazon list, wish list, and my friend from Spain bought me the massage gun. I was so happy to get it. I could massage my back because I had my shoulder that
so
was
you
really.
bought a Spanish massage
No, no,
gun?
no,
Is that what
no.
you're
My
saying?
friend in Spain.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean,
She
Spain,
went on
Spanish.
my
I think that's
Yes. We all grew up in England, but she lives in Spain now. And she saw my wish list and she decided to get me the massage gun for my birthday. And during that time, I'm glad she got it, because during that time, that's when I first of all had my first shoulder pain. My shoulder was hurting me so bad, and with that massage gun, it kind of helped release the tension in my shoulders and everything. So it's really good. So a lot of people do have it and they buy it. I had two in my palette. Last time I had three, and this time I had two. I just packed up the last one. One went out to Jedit, and the other one went out to Pikiniki.
Uh-huh.
Well, when I hurt my back.
So you ladies, good luck with your backs.
Well, I don't know. I just want to say thank you for sharing what you shared. I wanted to call this "Let Loose." I want people to be able to come on here, let loose, and say what they got to say without um, being free to speak their mind, be free to be open and let loose and just have fun. But you shared, how you got into the coin community, which is a really good story. I didn't expect you to share the other part that you shared, but you took us on a journey. So I appreciate you, sharing that part of your life with us.
And it is all part of a journey, and it's part of a journey that I've did pretty openly on YouTube, with YouTube as a tool doing it. So it's been amazing. I'm probably one of the most open people you'll ever meet. Everybody just kind of like you that day when I was like, "Well, just call me," and I put my number in the thing. I don't, I don't answer strange numbers, so I did get some strange texts and calls after that, but I didn't respond to them because I'm just like,
Well, that was your fault in putting your
oh no,
number
I
in.
do, and I just like using my real name. I just put it out there. I'm just a 100% person. I mean, I'm probably one of the most real people you'll ever meet, as far as just being me. I don't know how else to be anything but me, right?
But
And
yes.
now I'm proud of the me I am, where before I was I was proud of the me I was then, but for a whole different reason. And I don't know. I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to people like you all, because if it wasn't for resellers and different people that I met whenever I came into YouTube, I wouldn't be doing this at all. And you find people's lives, like there's something about what you do that attracts me to you and to your channel and what you do. Something about Missy and you's relationship and the way you two go back and forth like you could be sisters,
Mm.
that it makes it work, right? Even though sometimes you might be ready to pull each other's hair out, but to the rest of us, it's just awesome.
Missy going like this. That's how I feel about Missy too. I feel like with her. But
Give
yeah,
you guys a week away from each other, you wouldn't know what to do, though.
oh
You'd
no,
be
no,
on
no,
the
no,
phone
no, no.
within 2 days talking about, "Are you okay? What's going on?"
Oh, we're yeah.
She would do.
I actually do more of the calling because I call her.
Yes, she would go insane. Yeah.
I do more of the calling to call her, but we text each other every day. So
Mhm.
yeah,
She
we
would go
text.
insane if she doesn't hear from me.
No.
I'll call her. She would be the one that want to text. I don't have that time. She would say, "Oh, guess what?" And I'm like, "Okay, what?" I don't do that. I'm like, "You ain't gonna tell me half of the story and you expect me to be texting back and forth with you on that one." I'm calling her and then she's cracking up. I'm like, "What the hell? What
Because
happened?"
because I work during the week. So I'm like, all right, Ella, I'll tell you on such and so. Like I'll tell you Friday night, because I don't have to get up and go to work the next day. She calls me right then, like, no, girl, you're gonna tell me now. And I'm like, Ella, I'm about to fall asleep.
I don't care. You don't text me and give me
I'm about to
part
fall
and say, "I will
asleep.
let you know tomorrow." I want to know now because I don't want to go to bed thinking, "Okay, what happened? What happened?" And she did that to me one time, and I was so pissed off with her for doing that because she know I would be worried, with work stuff. And I'm texting her, calling her, no reply, and I was pissed off at her because when we are at a state in mind that something happens to us, and I'm the kind of person is that I want to talk it over just to make sure I can give you advice, try to make sure you don't deal with it on your own, and making your load a little bit lighter. And that is what I want to do. But Missy, no, she said, "No, I'll tell you tomorrow." No, you're not telling me tomorrow. You're going to tell me now. So,
Because Ella doesn't
Yeah,
want
she
somebody to
is.
fall asleep on her. And at this point, he had hopped on, and I was asleep. And so when she called me, I was asleep. I didn't even hear the phone ring.
Oh
And
no.
so she was like, "Well, I just tried calling you. You're not answering. I don't know why you're not answering." Da, da, da. I'm seeing this in the morning when I wake up as I'm on the way to work. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay, Ella, I was asleep. Like you responded like literally 30 minutes later. A sister was sleep texting while she was doing that. So I literally
I misunderstood something she just said. She said asleep texting, right? That
yes,
wasn't.
I
Oh,
mean
okay,
I was
okay, okay,
texting like,
okay.
and just
I never know where the conversation's going at this point,
yes,
so I didn't know.
and so that's what she was leaving out. Like, yes, a sister was,
All I got
I
was
wrote
who's in
Penny
bed.
said
and I
he
had
made
to
it
get up
through
at
a
4.
Homeland Security check. You remember when you put your number in the chat? I
Yeah,
wrote Penny said he was going to check you out.
yeah. He could. I'm good
He
with
just
that.
did it. He said, I
Oh,
checked
he
your
said, but
social
me and
security for
Daddy
me
have
and
a
Jeff
few more
after
questions
getting
for
from you.
Mr.
Hey, I have had people. Now, see, I'm telling you, but like I said, I'm 100% real about things, and I'm pretty secure in who I am as a person. But I've
Hi,
had people,
Anna.
even on my channel, be like, "Oh, well, if I knew where you lived, and I put out the whole physical address, what do you need a? You want me to send you a ticket so I can get you a ride here to come meet me if that's what you want to do? Because people get upset sometimes, and YouTube's just like any place else. You got people that are going to come at you
Nah, I
for no
think
other reason than to bring you down. So
I wrote Penny was just when you were writing in the chat and you put your number in the chat. I wrote Penny was just like making he was making a joke. He was just joking.
no, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind at all. It's like holy cow.
It was like, huh? You're
Uh,
talking about my family.
um,
You're showing interest in my family. Ah, we need to check you out.
Ella, uh, I don't think he was joking.
Who?
I don't
I
think.
Mm-mm.
I don't
I
think.
wrote Penny.
Yeah. See, Donnie to me, like I had his number when
He's your
he first
protector.
started coming to my auctions. I said he sounds like somebody that's a big country man that probably got about 6, 10 rifles right there at the door. And
610 rifle.
and he seems like one of them ones that if you make all he gotta do is just press a button on his phone and he know head of FBI, head of CIA, head of Homeland and all that. So I believe him when he said he ran the number. I kind of believe it. I kind of
I know
See,
he.
and that's okay
I'm
because
about I'm about 75,
I've
80%
I've
on
worked for
on
the drug court here where I live, Life Change. That's what one of the things I do is I sponsor people that are in drug court. So
Hi,
that's
Papa
what my
J.
number, my that phone number is registered through the federal database as being someone they can contact if they're missing inmates or if they're trying to get somebody realigned. My
Mm.
number's the one they call, and to make sure they've been coming to their meetings, their NA and AA meetings, and things like that. So
No, that's
it's
good.
all good. They're probably like, "Oh yeah, he's part of the drug court system."
Yep. Yep.
Ah,
That,
No,
I think
I
that's
wrote
why
Penny.
they had additional questions now. But now that you have explained, your whole story, I think they probably good. But they probably might have like the father kind of questions of, what are your intentions and all that. But I have not, I'm just guessing. I have not talked to them, but he just
well,
come
I'm
off.
thinking, I'm thinking we're grown, so what my intentions are should probably be,
Uh, I
huh?
don't know, but I
And
just
Missy's
feel
like,
as
I don't know. I'm
though
just gonna say,
I personally don't want no smoke with Iro Penny. Like to me, he just gives off that if you even look at him sideways, he's gonna, he's gonna like if
got the
he the
shotgun on
fact
the
that he
truck
has
rack,
daughters,
ready.
I wrote Penny's a former law
before his
enforcement.
daughters
Oh
have
He was
my
a
goodness.
difficult time dating.
he's in law.
The
He
fact
was he's
that
in law enforcement. He was in law enforcement. So and he got bodies. So
Yeah.
he got
he got bodies. See,
he
I
got
ain't go that far. I'm not going. I ain't go that far. She said he got bodies.
he got people
So I'm
in
pretty
higher
sure his
places.
daughters had the hardest time dating because as soon as the dates probably
They,
showed up, they
yep.
pulled one of the Will Smith, Martin Lawrence bad boys things, scaring the mess out of, you know what I mean?
And that
Or
could be a
one of
bad
the,
thing. I was that dad. I was a single dad with my kids.
Mm,
My oldest kids' mom passed away when they were infants.
mm,
And then
Oh,
with my
oh,
middle kids,
mm,
their mom chose a different kind of life and just left them with me either way. So
mm.
I was a single dad, and I was also that dad, right? That whenever I was like, "Oh no, you can't date not until you're 18," you know what I mean? And I was the guy that, yeah, you didn't want to be caught with my daughters, but
Oh, so you probably got
then as
like,
soon as
child
they turned
time.
18, though, you know what they did? They made me a grandpa right away because that was
oh,
it. 18, boom, pregnant.
What?
That's how it worked because
Yeah,
I
because
kept them
you
under
probably were
such
too strict.
clean reins that they didn't get to go out and experience life, that when they did, they just
And when they did, but that's the
crazy
thing
with it.
though. But that's the thing. My dad put the fear in God in me. Okay, so we were really restricted. We couldn't go out. And then even when we did go out, we had to come out home a certain time. And my dad, because I was the oldest girl, my dad was very strict. He will say, are you still a virgin? Because I'm taking you to the hospital to go check on you. And
Oh,
because of
wow.
that, yes,
Wow.
I was so strict, strict. He was always like, "I'm gonna take you to the doctors and check you out and check you out." So because of that, I stayed away. I started dating when I was like 14, but I never did go that far with nobody because I was scared that my dad was gonna go check me out. And it was like,
Oh
if
my
you get
goodness.
checked
Now,
out,
see, I never went that far.
my dad would have done it. It was like I would every time I go out, even if I go to the store to get something and I don't get back on time because he know how long it takes to get to the store and back. He will as soon as I get through the door, my daddy's saying, why you late? Are you still a virgin? I'm gonna go check you in the morning.
Oh
So
my
I,
goodness.
I I stayed away. I stayed away, but I was really popular and friendly with the guys in school. So because I went to a mixed school, but I tried to stay away as long as I could. But not only that, my dad was always stealing in us what could happen to us if we decide to have sex early. If you get pregnant, you're not going to be in this house. Nobody's going to look after you. Where you going to go? So I was so scared. Nah, I didn't want to do that. And I told myself that I don't want to bring a child into this world as a single mother, you know. So I stayed away for the longest, from having anything to do with that because I was one scared of my dad, two I was scared of getting pregnant and then bringing up the child on my own. I just know that I could
I
not
have
do
to remind myself that she's been married. I'm getting all excited. I'm like, look, I found the golden egg. She's still a virgin. No,
it.
it's
No,
worth a
no,
shot.
no. No, 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 not a golden egg. That golden egg was
Look,
like
Missy's like,
was
no,
that
don't
golden
do
egg
it, boy.
was broken like when I hit 20, that golden egg had to go. I was like,
Oh
okay, I'm
my
20
goodness! Look,
now.
now she's hiding behind the thing because she knows I can read her face. She's like, I gotta turn off this camera.
No, when I hit 20, it was like, okay, time to get rid. Time to get rid. I
that
remember
was
see my girls are 20 and
about
22 and they don't even babysit. Daddy didn't play that. I
Oh my
know.
goodness!
I was like, yep, that egg got to break. Got to
Stay
break.
my
focused, Jeff. Right?
my
Pretty little pennies. It's like just stay focused, Jeff.
my
I'm
mother was
looking
a little
for a
bit
package
more. My
that I
mother
got
was
from
a
Miss
little bit more
Saveherfirst.
unique. She knew how me
Hi,
and me
sis. My
worked.
sis is in the chat. Hi, sis.
Hey,
Hi,
um,
Auntie. Welcome.
well, I'm checking that. You don't have to check that
You
out.
don't have to check Janet out.
Don't have to do that one.
Missy, don't worry. I'm checking Janet out too.
Don't have to. I've moved on from that one. Um,
Janet, where
so
are you? Earth to Janet.
um, my mother was a little bit unconventional. She knew how I didn't like the whole like me and blood and like I would never be a doctor for real. So when she got pregnant with my brother, one of her little days of her little, doctor's visit with the Lamars and all that, where they show the birth of said babies.
Mm.
She decided to excuse me from school and have me go to with her to said appointments.
What?
And I'm sitting there as they're playing the videos for the birth of the babies. And I'm watching both natural and C-section.
That might have scared you.
I literally was sitting there in a ball with my stomach, and I literally rolled out of the classroom, and my mother was crying, laughing. And she was like, mission accomplished. So from that point on, I
Oh,
was not even
wow.
interested in having, because I didn't want to get pregnant and go through any of that.
She set you up. She set you up big time. What a
So
way
yeah,
to scare you from like
when I
no.
was when I was 15 is when I found out that I was going to be a dad, and I found out then that I had to also explain to the young lady that was 21 that I was really only 15. And yeah, and we didn't find out we were just pregnant with one. No, we had twins, a boy and a girl. Huh?
What?
What? Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wow. You got
She
twins in
worked at
your
she worked at a she was a
family?
bartender at a bar I frequented, and yeah, she had no idea that I was under 21 and
I
had
mean,
no idea that
she was a bartender at a bar you frequented. What was you doing at a
What
bar?
were you doing there? 15.
well, I was doing business with the bar owners. I was
At
in, like I
15,
said, I was a young entrepreneur. I moved up very quickly in life through things, so she
she's
did
like,
not.
I've been fooled. I've been bamboozled.
Right? She did. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I could get in trouble," and I was like, "You're good. Just
Just relax.
what
You told
That,
her
yeah,
that,
what
that,
are we
9 months
gonna do about
later.
these kids?" That's what my
yeah,
question was.
Yeah.
Oh
You
gosh, I
told
gotta.
her, you said to her, relax, don't
yeah,
worry,
because
relax.
she could have got hit with
9 months
statutory.
later, 9 months later, she's like,
He could have got hit with statutory.
Yeah,
So
she could have. It just don't work that way though for gals. A
mhm,
lot of times.
yeah,
mhm.
boy, Jeff was putting in work.
Ah, oh boy,
That's what Iro Penny said. He said, Jeff.
it was. And Tish and Ty were amazing, and Lori was a
How
good
old was
gal. And
I? I had to be around 8 or 9. I had to be around 8 or 9, I believe. Yeah, I was around 8 or 9. Mm-hmm.
My sister is saying, what's the topic? We don't really have a topic, sis. We're just going off what we're talking about. No topic.
we need to have a topic one of these days. We need to talk about how you ladies should bring some things over to the coin community to resell. Because I have different people up all the time. I have open panel
No,
twice a week.
we're kind of busy.
Hey,
Listen
so
to her. She's kind of busy. She hangs out in the chat and she stick around until it's almost done most of the time. I've
Because
noticed.
most of the time I'm doing other stuff, but
Listening.
I can yeah, I listen and I'm
I'm the same
busy.
way.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm listening, but I'm busy doing all the stuff. And then when it's time to like, okay, it's time to go to bed. I'm like, I look at the time. Most you guys go on late, and it's like, okay, I gotta go. So I'm saying, hey, I gotta go, going to bed. So yeah,
Yep. And I get it because not only do I do the YouTube thing and do the coin and bullion sales thing, but I live on a farm. So I've got some animals I got to take care of every day. I've got somewhere around 80 acres that has to be figured out how to tend to, and if the cows are going to get through the fence today or if they're going to stay behind the fence. It's always
you
fun.
see.
Life's
Yeah.
just fun.
Hi, Polly.
Look at this
Welcome.
thing. Does this look familiar?
Let me see.
Oh, by the way, y'all, it is actually against the federal law to send out mail that does not have a return address because we had these things called the mail bombings. So when you send out things, you might want to put your return address unless you're save here first. I was like, that's cool. I wanted to send you something, but I don't need your address. I get you. I'm surprised I got it for real because there is a law that they passed after all
Well, I
that.
told you what happened.
No, I know. But
I
the
told you what
postmaster wouldn't have
happened.
cared. They'd just been like, there ain't no
The
return
lady,
address on this deal. It could be a bomb. What are we
yeah,
gonna
you're amazed at how lazy the U.S. Postal is now with their own laws.
mm,
I'm just
well,
glad it made it to me because check
mhm.
out this, y'all. Boom. Haven't even opened it up yet. I was waiting to do a mail call, but then I thought, well, I'll just open it up when I'm on here with you. Yeah. What?
Oh.
Oh, Missy's like, uh-oh, he's got swag.
She already got swag.
But she's about to
I
show
didn't
me
know
hers.
that, Learn something every day. You see, I didn't know that either. Adventures of Victoria said she didn't know that. I use the White House as my return address. I wrote
Man,
Penny.
that'd work.
He said I
As
used
long as it's a return address, it works. But yeah, they're not supposed to. They're supposed to dispose of mail like that right away. Actually, they're supposed to report it if it doesn't have a returning address on it because of the what was it they called that guy? Was it the mail bomber or the shoe bomber or whatever it was? The guy that was doing the pipe mail bomb things in the mail. So check it out. Got me a keychain.
and my stickers.
I'm so happy. Now check this out. Now there's no way she could know that this has been a running joke on my channel for years.
Of course, I know you've been playing some banana stuff.
The
And I just
banana videos.
some banana stickers.
A very long story behind that one. You'll have to ask the female associates that's in the channel because I don't know. And then check it out. Another banana. These are my first banana stickers, by the way.
Oh, are you trying to spell my sister's name? That doesn't spell like that. It's Henzy.
Wow. So, Ella, where did you go to get all these cool stickers and bananas?
I got sent the stickers, and I had the stickers. And then when you started showing up the banana stuff, I was like, I know who to send these stickers to.
Right? It's definitely become a thing, and the audience enjoys it, so I roll with it.
I'm not paying postage to send a bomb specialist through eBay.
You might. So sorry. Nice. He's like, uh-oh. Look, she's typing on us.
Yes, I try not to be rude like my co-host here. So when others are talking and there's address to me in the chat, I try to at least comment in the chat as opposed to interrupting others while they're talking.
Look at who's trying to be proper.
Hey, me and Ella do well together because
we interrupt people.
Oh no, you.
Yeah.
I interrupt people, especially when people are just not making sense. One, I interrupt you when I'm thinking you're too slow for me. You need to go faster because in my family we are fast-spoken people. We speak really fast. My brother is one of the fastest talker I've ever known. When we're all talking, he talks so fast. I'm like, okay, trying to get what he's saying. Or my sister is in the chat and she will agree to that. So it's like I'm trying to like, okay, hurry up. What are you about to say? My Missy, when she talks, she wants to use like she wants to sigh and do like and I'm like, say what you gotta
do
say.
that again? No, hold on. Never mind. Never mind.
No, that's Missy. She wants to go.
Never mind.
And all that and all the drama before she says something. I'm like, no, go ahead. Just say quick. She said, I don't go fast enough for Adventures Victoria. Oh my goodness. Another fast person when she's selling. I'm like, slow down. She goes, from one to another.
HT, you're right.
Everyone is different. Yeah, everyone is different.
And thank goodness we are, because how boring would the world be if we were all exactly the same?
The same. No, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to apologize to Ella's family for her dragging y'all in this. Your family ain't got nothing to do with how you act. Okay, so
I said we're fast talkers. That was
hanging her family out with her. That is terrible. I apologize for that. Secondly, that don't catch Victoria and her selling is you. Because when Victoria on selling by herself, when you ain't there, everybody's caught up. Everything's going smoothly. Then you be like, ho, wait. What was that? How many was it? What's the number? I'm like, Ella, don't mess up the flow.
Because I am modding. Victoria doesn't have mod. So that's why she's not used to that. She doesn't have mod. I'm mudding for Victoria, and that is why I just need to hear the number because I want to put it in the chat. So that next time when she didn't catch somebody, she can come back and watch the replay and make sure she catch whoever bought something. Hi, Rhonda.
Look,
Hey, Rhonda.
Shadow Woman. How are you doing? Shadow Woman.
She's so busy lying, y'all.
Hey, I'm gonna help her out. Shadow Woman, how you doing? And that is another channel that I had followed off and on throughout time too, is Shadow Woman. Just different ones in the resale community. Another one is Everyday Reseller. And he's someone that's visited my channel quite often. We kind of got him turned on to the silver bullion side of life. But he's doing really good also on Whatnot. So, I mean, there's lots of different platforms that everybody can use to sell on. And at the end of the day, the reality is,
I know, Rhonda. I'm so sorry.
I'm a reseller also. I'm just a reseller that specializes in one field. But I've actually got enough stuff. I should be selling everything like that. I've got storage units full of things. I'm a collector, and I'm somebody that likes to go out and buy bulk things. So kind of like you're doing your carts, whenever I go out to different yard sales or different shops or I go to a lot of estate sales, and I'll just be like, look, instead of going through and listing every one of those things, I just want to buy it all. And just because I've seen one or two things that I think is going to be worth whatever money I can throw at it. So one of these days, y'all are going to see that on my channel too. And I do have people come up that sell other things other than just coins. There's people that come up and sell jewelry and different things like that. But I had talked about it with different people before that eventually I've got to sell some of these storage units full of stuff. Either that or else I'm going to have to light a match to them. I don't know which, but it's just there. No one's getting any use out of it, right?
Yeah, you gotta. My sister said, "What about Storage Wars?" Well, I used to watch that program.
I used to watch it.
I used to love watching it. Yeah, but I don't see myself going there and bidding on a storage locker. I just feel I don't have nowhere to put it, and even
she ain't asking you.
Sorry,
she ain't asking you.
I'm talking about my sister talking about Storage Wars.
Yeah. Did you mention anything about a storage unit? Why would she be asking you that?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What about Storage Wars?
I'm talking about Storage Wars.
Yes, she meant that for him. This one.
Yeah, and I was yes. I don't know whether she meant
I'm following this one up here's later.
And you already answered, but you weren't listening.
I got a point with this finger. I'm following
this
one.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be answering. She know you not gonna get a storage unit. The hell? She talking about him. She know you ain't go. We know that. She knows that. So
and I did get into that kind of thing for a while because of watching Storage Wars.
He meant it for him.
Because of watching Storage Wars, I did try to tempt my hand at that also. And now, like I said, I have a house that is full of things. Not this house, but a house that I have on land up here that is just storage, like just packed full of stuff. And then I've got 2 other storage units that I've bought and had moved out here that are just full of things because I didn't think about YouTube at the time or how I was going to resell them things. And I'm just like, well, I know they're worth money, so I'll just stick them here. And if I didn't think it was worth much money, then I just threw it away or I did whatever with it. And sometimes I'll go through and clean out junk and just take and donate it to like the Salvation Army or someplace like that. But now that I've been watching you all and watching this, and I'm like, well, there you go. There's another revenue that I never thought of before in that sense. I don't know. And at the same time, like I said, I'm a reseller, right? Because obviously I'm not making gold and silver. I don't own a mine anywhere that I know of. I might.
Well,
Nope, no
Victoria
mine.
said you need to start selling that, Jeff.
Yeah.
I do need to. I don't, yeah, I don't know.
And Henzi asked, do you guys purchase from there? Like, do you purchase from the storage?
You mean from storages
No, I
where I
guess
go
like
to?
how do you buy the storage units?
Well, we'll go in. A lot of times I read the paper every week, so I look for classified ads where they're having estate sales or anything like that. And a lot of times, if you check into the estate sales, they'll have a way of contacting either the representative or a family member. And then you get in a conversation with them and you say, okay, this is what you got at the estate, but did they have a storage unit? Because a lot of people rent a storage unit, right? You don't just store everything in your house.
Yeah.
And then that gets their wheels a turning and they're like, oh my goodness, you're right. They did have a storage unit over here full of this and that. And it's like, okay, do you want to take the time to resell it, pay the auctioneer and the person that's going to sell it for you? Or can I take a look at it, take 10 minutes of your time, and then I'll just shoot you a price and you can either say yes or no. And
Mm.
that's how I've ended up with a lot of them. I'll be like, okay, well, here's what I can give you. And I'll just do it by just looking and seeing what I can see first. And if I can see big ticket items that I can make, say $1,500 back quickly on, then okay, I'm going to throw up a $1,500 offer, and I'm
Yeah.
going to take a chance on that other 50% of the unit that I can't see what's inside of them boxes or what's. Then there's some units that when they throw them up and into auction sales that you just run away from. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Mm.
could tell whoever packed it in there didn't care about what it was.
Yeah.
So if they didn't care about the way they were throwing it in that unit, that means they probably didn't have anything that was worth caring about.
Yeah.
Because
Hi, boatman.
if you have pride in your belongings and things, then even when you store them, you're going to store them. Like my storage units are full of tubs that are labeled and stacked and you know, I mean,
Yeah. So you know
neatly
what's
put away. So I know what's in them and I know that they're safe. They're not crushed, broke, stacked up on top of each other. So if you're going to buy units, if they throw open the door and the first thing you see is just a clutterful mess, hmm, buyer beware. That's what I would say, because I would say either someone else has already went through it
Yeah. They
and
always do
took
that
what was good, or the
and leave the
person
trash
just
there.
didn't care what was in it. And that means if they didn't have enough pride in what they owned in it, probably isn't anything in their value that you can resell and make your money back on,
Yeah.
honestly.
I
So
like what Donnie said here, which is true because we've been watching the show for a long time. He said that storage will ruin the storage buying business. Everything is overpriced now because the show makes you think you can get rich. And Missy said that's fact. Estate sales are way better. I used to go to some of them. We don't really have some good ones around here, down where I am right now. So I don't go.
you are in the place for awesome deals, by the way.
I
Uh,
know.
you
It's
are,
just
because Florida is a retirement state.
yeah, you got to wait for the people to
And
die first.
most of those people, well, that's just it though. Guess what? Hey, every one of us, we all gonna die. And by the time they done made enough money and decide they're gonna retire, they probably closer to death than the rest of us. Just being real.
Oh
You
my
got to
god.
wait.
But they are the
Oh
ones
my god.
that have material things that are of value that they leave behind.
Oh my god. She said you gotta wait for him to die first.
You got to
Well,
wait for them to die first.
on Saturdays I do a coin roll hunt at between 12 and 12:30. I usually start. The reason why I'm going through those coins from the bank, and like this past week, that was a perfect example of that. I found 19 proof half dollars, found 90% silvers in the box. That
Mm,
was someone's collection that has passed away, because
wow.
there's no way that many coins ended up in that one box without somebody taking it to the bank and dumping it in that machine that counts out the change.
Hmm.
So then it goes from that bank back to the big national banks that roll up the coins, and they just throw them back in wrappers and then we buy them back from them. But down there in Florida, I know other coin dealers that are in Florida, they find a lot of that. Like you can find it in the bank change and everything else because someone passes away and their people is like, well, it's 50-cent pieces or 50 cents. Take them to the bank. What they don't realize was that them are 50-cent pieces pre 1964, so they're 90% silver. And yeah,
1964.
yep,
Oh.
64 and before on constitutional change is 90% silver, except for nickels. And they're just nickel, except for during World War II, there was a time period that they made nickels out of 75% silver to save on the copper usage that they were using for military weapons. So, yeah.
Okay, so Adventures with Victoria said also, do you go to Jeff? How often do you go to the bank and buy coins? And do you just go to one bank or several?
No, ma'am. I have 5 different banks that I go to. They're in 5 different towns. Actually, I've got 6, 7 if you count my dump bank. I've got 3 in my own town. I've got 3 in Aurora, 1 in Berryville, Arkansas, and 1 up by Joplin. That are my banks that I go to. And I have accounts with all of them because they want you to have an account in order to do business for you. So you keep enough in there to make them happy. But what you do is you just order them. Sometimes they can get them, sometimes they can't. Usually
Mm.
takes about 2 weeks. They come in $500 boxes. So myself, I go through anywhere from 2,500 to, well, it depends if they can get them or not. There's been slow weeks that I couldn't even get $500 box of halves to go through, but I keep them stored up. Like I've got one, two, three, four, five. I got 5 in an open box, and they're $500 boxes of halves, so that I can do my show on the cornrow hunt. But
Mm.
for myself, I go through them also as the bank calls me. The one called me Friday and was like, "Hey, we got an extra box of halves. We accidentally ordered you some this week." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll pick them up on Monday." So now I know I can go ahead and tear open one of these boxes, search it myself, and I'm still going to have a box to replace it with for the stream.
Wow. Hi,
So
Trumpika. Welcome.
hey Glenn. So my opinion about estate sales is a little different. Because unfortunately eBay killed has made estate sales more difficult. And it makes me wonder what were estate businesses and stuff doing before eBay, because they price their stuff based on eBay. They
Yeah.
don't price it based on what the seller wants for it or what the
They don't
value
even price
is.
it on the sold. They price it on what people have listed.
Yes, and
Mm.
it really just gets under my skin because I'm like, what was you doing before eBay? Like,
Yeah.
people had
How were
antique
you
shops
pricing the stuff?
and doing all that. So it's like, what was you doing before eBay?
Mhm.
So with that, it gets on my it really gets under my skin. But um, I I do kind of like what Jeff does. I'd rather just buy everything if it's worth, like if I'm turning at every corner, I'm like, dang, like all this is money, like money. I'd rather just make an offer and buy everything as opposed to just getting this and then getting that, because it's more time and energy into doing that than to just buy everything, get all that, and then list it all, so which is part of why I have a unit full of stuff right
And I like how you all list stuff. And see, I've never, the one thing I have that is kind of against me in all of this, but I'm definitely learning in steps and bounds. I never had worked with a computer before. I never did. I owned a construction business before, and I hired a secretary, and they took care of that, whether it be a him or a her. They took care of all the computer things and stuff like that. I didn't worry about it because I'd set myself at a limit. I was born with dyslexia. It's not something you develop, and I really have dyslexia. I see letters upside
Different.
down, backwards, differently than other people. So even on my screen now that I'm looking at talking to you all, I have a blue screen that lays over it that kind of helps me differentiate that. But it makes it really interesting to be in a position of using a computer and trying to do things that I've never done. So you got to be willing to grow just like
Mm,
all of you in the resale community. I mean, I'm sure none of you started out on the internet. You probably started where somewhere locally doing it and then went to the internet. But the internet is such a big thing now and it reaches so many more people
people, yeah.
that even myself, I've started making shorts where I didn't years past because I just didn't think about it, right? But the more I put them shorts up, the more people I get to come into the auctions by just showing them a glimpse of what you got. So
Mm,
that's something I want to be able to, and I'm learning from you all just watching and caging and different ones like that and listening to him explain it is how to be able to list stuff on different platforms. I had
mm.
a girlfriend that helped me with eBay and things. I don't even know the passwords to that eBay anymore. You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know if I sold shit on there or not,
I
honestly.
get it. Yeah, you need to learn how to do that. But if you don't want to do eBay, you want to do something simple to start with. You can do the Facebook Marketplace. You
I don't
can
do Facebook.
you can
Facebook
do
is
Macari as well if you want to do that. Yeah, but if eBay is good for you, you can do that, and you don't really need to have a store to do that if you're not going to be listing a lot. So if you want to do eBay, I just don't like eBay. I tried it in 2012 when I got on. I just didn't like it. I tried it again. But now that I've been doing auctions for the last almost 3 years, it's just like I don't have time to be listing stuff on eBay. So you got a question here. What advice would you give someone just starting out with not a lot of money to use to start if they want to go into the coin business?
Oh, if you want to go into the coin business and if you ain't got a lot of money and you're wanting to start, the first thing you need to do is go buy yourself a red book. The red book, it comes out every year. It's a pricer's financial guide, right? Basically, it tells you what the highest amount a coin has sold for and what it could be valued at. But that's kind of like eBay pricing. They also make a thing called the gray sheet. I prefer the red book. Some people like the gray sheet. It's just a computer printout that comes out. It's not really backed by any one individual, where the red book is something they've used for years. And the information you're going to get in there is going to give you a kind of in between on where you will price things or what they're valued at. And it also gives you basically everything that you want to look for in coins. But the place to start with zero money is in your pocket change.
Hmm.
You know, they put out the W quarters for 2 years as a memorial for the ending of World War II. They put those in regular circulation with every other coin, and I found two just in the last month going through quarter roll hunts from my bank. Each
Well,
one
that
of
was
those
because you were
value
looking.
anywhere from $15 to $25 a quarter is
Yeah,
what
but
they're
that
valued.
that was because you were looking for people like us that don't know what to look for. We
Right.
we see it and we just say, "Oh yeah, Well, anyway, let me tell you, when I got my pennies, I put them in a place because I'm not going to use it to spend. So I just put it in, my change box.
Okay, so with pennies, you want to get anything pre 1984 was copper. After 1984, they went to a less copper. Right now, that copper penny that you have in your pocket, that's an actual copper penny, is worth 3 cents a copper. Now, see, who would have thought that, right? It's only a penny. It's only 1 cent. But I'm also a smelter. I own my own smelter, and I melt my own metals.
Well,
I
you're gonna have
I
to
can
teach me what to look for.
I can pour the copper into a bar, sell it to people on my stream for just copper rate, and make 3 times more out of that than what it was in that penny form.
Wow. Pretty Little Penny says, "Can I see what your 500 bucks looks?" She wants to see how the 500 bucks looks like.
Okay, hold on
And
1 second. I'll have to
okay,
go get it for you.
all right, and how big it is. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for being in here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit the thumbs up. I'm a 9072 penny and proud of it. When- when all right, let me make you big so you can see it.
Now, I warn you, these are not light. This is $500 worth of half dollars. So that is what it'll look like. And this one is from Loomis. So it will show up in a full box. You want them to be full and you want them to be glued at the top. This one obviously is one that I tore open that I'm taking coins out of currently, but it'll be completely full. There'll be $500 worth. Whatever you don't find that's silver or whatnot, take to another bank. Now, out of respect for the bank that's getting you the half dollars or the quarters or nickels or whatever it is you decide to go through, do not take them back to that bank to dump. That's why you get a separate bank that's your dump bank, one that takes change, but because you have an account, they have to accept your change. When they send in these boxes of half dollars and things, for every $1,000 you give them to send back to their roll up people that do their thing, it costs them $15.
Wow.
So you don't want to do that to the bank that's actually supplying you the half dollars. You want to take those to the bank that's a jerk that won't get you the half dollars. Dump them at their bank. That way they're the ones having to pay that $15 instead of the ones that were nice enough to go ahead and get them for you. It's just it's a courtesy that we try to do for the banks that do supply them to us, because you don't want to hit them in the head with that $15 fee.
Mm.
So go ahead and hit the one in the head with the $15 fee that didn't want to get you the half dollars. It plays this, oh, well, we're having a change shortage. No, you're not. You just don't want to give me the half dollars.
Hi,
And
Mr.
that's, they just don't want to take the time to order them for you. So that should be your dump bank, because they don't care about your business.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Victoria say, thanks for having Jeff today, Ella. This discussion is so interesting. Oh, nice. So I'm glad
Well,
you came.
hopefully I'll get to come back again, and I really
Of
don't want to
course.
have to go, but I have life change, and it starts
I
at
know.
six
I was
o'clock.
looking
And
at
if
the
I
time.
don't get up there, then yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of people locked outside of a building going, "Where's Mr. Crumpler at?"
All right, let me pull you back on screen and tell people about your channel and what time you're on so people can actually go to your channel.
Oh boy. Okay, so what time we're on is, I guess I could start with Sunday night. Sunday night, I usually fire up sometime at around 9, between 9 and 9:30, closer to 9:30, because it's Lord's Day and I am a religious based person that I don't try to do anything based on business until after I'm done with night service. So at about 9:30 at night, we fire up, and it's a pretty chillaxed. So we just hang out and we sell low items on Sundays just because we like to hang out and talk, and that's just what I've done for a long time. Mondays we fire up at 8:30 Central, and I'm in Missouri, so I go by Central Time. So Mondays I fire up at 9:30. I mean at 8:30 Central, and the reason why I don't go until 8:30 is because of Mia Coins, which is someone that helped me get started in the coin community. And out of respect for her, I don't run my auctions at the same time as her. That's just kind of one of them relationship things you make with other people. I'm sure in the resale community, it's that way. You try to plan your shows to where you're not going over the top of each other. It makes it hard on the buyers. It makes it hard on the sellers. It's hard to be in two places at once when you're curious to what's going on. So Mondays, we start at 8:30 Central, go till about midnight, 1 o'clock, depending on what everybody's doing. Come back on Tuesdays. Tuesdays, we start at about 5:20 in the afternoon, go until about the same time, midnight, 1 o'clock at night. On Mondays, I have an open panel. On Thursdays, when we go again, is also a community open panel. We start earlier in the day. We start at 4:20
Is it Eastern or what time?
standard time. So
Okay,
dead
stand.
center in the United States, just standard time. So on Thursdays, we usually start sometime between 3:30 and 4:30. And it's an open panel, so there'll be anywhere from 5 to 15 people up on the panel throughout the night running. And on those kind of nights, even though it's my channel, I'm doing that for other people, helping them get their foot in the door and helping them reach goals that they have, because maybe they've never done it before. There's a lot of folks that their very first time of being on a panel is on my show, and I enjoy that. I kind of like being there for them, because there was someone there for me when I started, when all I had was a cell phone. I didn't have a computer set up. I didn't have cameras. I didn't have nothing. So yeah, we do that on Thursdays. Saturdays, 12:30 Central in the afternoon, we start a coin roll show, lasts till about 2:30. We come back at 6 o'clock for a panel show. It's auctions, races, giveaways, different things like that. Then we come back on Sunday and we're back again at 9:30. So about 5 days a week. There's one day a week that I go up on Dolls Dolly's channel, which is someone that's helped be a co-host to me. So I go there to help support her as well. And yeah, you'll just find me in different streams bouncing around doing different things and different people. And yeah, I enjoy you all immensely. Victoria, I appreciate you, my friend, always up here making me laugh. You ladies do. You put a smile on my face, and you guys always have amazing stuff.
Oh,
Yep, I'm on my way. All right, that's my
all
holler.
right.
I gotta
Thank you
go.
so much. I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you, and I'll see you again later. And yeah, one of these days, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be up here selling stuff, y'all. Watch and see. I'm gonna
Okay.
get her over there. She's gonna come over there and show us some jewelry. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Keep this
Okay.
lady smiling. Be kind to one another. Meanwhile, remember this: God loves every one of y'all, and He is someone that believes in second chances, and He's given one to every one of y'all. So take advantage of it when you can.
So
All
true.
right, y'all
All right.
stay blessed, and I will see you in the
Bye.
next one. Bye.
All right. All right. So
Love
that is
you.
Jeff's YouTube channel. So if you're not sub to Jeff, please sub to him. That's his channel there highlighted. That was good. Okay, bye sis. She said good night, guys. It's 11:32. She's off to bed. Mwah. See you, sis. Later. Oh my goodness, that was so good. Coming in and he's telling us about the coin community and also about his personal life. That was really interesting to hear. How he's journeying, so that is pretty cool. All right, Missy, what you got to say?
Oh, I get to talk. Okay. The fact that one Ella was quiet for so long was a treat for me. Um, yeah, that was awesome. But no, his story was very interesting, and the only thing I kept thinking outside of listening to him was, wouldn't it be awesome if him and Patrick got together and did a show?
Oh my
Because
gosh,
they both have that kind of
that
voice.
kind
Like
of
that's
voice.
the
Yeah,
first thing I thought
yes, his voice
was
just reminds me of Patrick.
Patrick.
Where's that coming
Yeah,
from?
him and Patrick coming together to do a show, that would be, especially a late night show, that would be I think that would be a good one. Because they
Yeah,
both have that voice. Oh my word. That
that
would
radio
really, I
voice.
think that would do, especially they have topics that, yeah, I think that would break some internets for real.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought listening to him. Because I've never really listened to him, and I meant to ask him, but you kept, when you would interrupt, it would make me forget. I meant to ask him, so it sounds like you're not subscribed to my channel, when he was talking, his accolades.
Well, did you put your link out there so you can subscribe to
I
it?
don't have to do that, ma'am. Hush
Well,
your mouth.
you have to do that.
Anyway,
If you don't drop your link,
excuse me. Excuse
if
me.
you don't drop your link, how
Excuse
somebody
me.
gonna subscribe
Excuse
to you if you don't drop your link? Anyway, guys, drop your link so that Missy can subscribe to you. You
My
can,
link is in the description box, yes?
yes, you can still drop it in the chat if you want people to link, because it's going in the bar. Don't mean some people are gonna be waiting to look at it and type it quickly.
I didn't say people. I was talking about him.
Well, so he should just leave what he's doing while he
Excuse
was up
me.
there talking
Do
and
y'all notice that she's defending him?
subscribe to you. You don't make no sense, girl. You don't make no sense.
Oh, now I'll make no.
No, you don't make no sense. You want somebody to subscribe to you, drop your link in the chat and they can click on it. Why it's scrolling across the screen? Nobody can click on it. So
That's what I'm saying. It's even strolling across the street. You don't have to.
hi, Michelle. Welcome. Nobody can click on it while it's scrolling across the screen. Put your link in the chat. That's what you gotta do. Drop it in the chat.
You act like I actually can put it in through StreamYard. I can't do that. I would actually have to put it on my iPad, like go to YouTube and put it on.
That's what you should do. Yes, just like everybody else, go through your YouTube and put it on that way. You don't have to do it through StreamYard. That's why you got YouTube. So drop your link in YouTube. You got it open.
Okay.
Drop your link.
So the reason why she's saying that because it's not in the description box.
What's not in
That's
the
exactly what I was about to do. I was about to get it out the description box and copy and
No,
paste
the only reason I don't put it in the description box because when you go click on it, some people highlight it when you do it says because I did it before and some people were saying that when they highlight it to go put it in, they come up with a 404. That means so YouTube for some reason doesn't give you all the link. It cuts it off. So what you need to do is once it's live, you drop your link in the live so people can click on it and it will take you.
How many few bars is what
When you leave it in the description, for some reason, YouTube seems to cut it off. So unless you click on it.
How many few bars is what you're saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. Jeff, you really should go up there and act as a No, I wouldn't wish that.
What? Thank you, Picky Nikki. Thank you so much.
What did she say?
The host. I mean, it's not like we can actually go because I've explained this to her.
Oh my goodness. Are you a host? Not the host. I thought you called yourself a host. How come you couldn't put it in? Didn't you call yourself a host a few minutes ago?
No.
How come you couldn't put your name? And Picky said what again?
I didn't.
Picky never said anything. She said, "Here you go, Missy. Here's your link." She put it in for the chat for you. There you go.
Thank you. Because I have explained to this elder over here that if she doesn't give me access to have control in StreamYard, I actually have to pull up YouTube, pop out the chat, and be able to do it that way. So I do that even on Mondays when I have to actually help her in modding. I have to do those extra steps where all she has to do is just go through StreamYard.
I don't do that.
Understanding that though.
I don't do that in StreamYard though. I don't do that in StreamYard. I have a tab open. I have StreamYard open here, and then I have YouTube open here. I switch from tab to tab. I don't do anything in StreamYard
because you're the host.
That's what I'm saying. You can still have a tab open for YouTube. That's what I do. It doesn't have to do with host.
Yeah, but you don't get it. If you want to type something,
Lord have mercy, come save this girl.
Because you're not listening. If you want to type something in StreamYard, you can go ahead and do that. I have to I have to actually go through YouTube chat to do it. That's why I have it open on my iPad and I have to pop out the chat. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but that's saying that you can I don't know what you have. If you're streaming from your laptop, I don't do that. I have another
because you're the host. You don't have to do that. You're the host.
I still do it. No, when I do it, when I'm on Johnny's, that's what I do. When we're supposed to enter our own information on Johnny's, when we're doing the hump day auction, I don't have to pop out and go back in. I open YouTube as another tab, and all I'm at YouTube, and I type in there in YouTube while I'm still on StreamYard. I don't have to go out and in.
That's what I'm telling you. We're saying the same thing, but
no, we don't. No, we're not saying the same thing. You said you have to pop out and pop in. I don't pop out.
No, that's not what I said. I said I pop out the chat so that I can still see StreamYard.
Okay, but you can still post,
and I have YouTube on my iPad.
But you can still post though,
because I pop out the chat and I type through the chat.
That's the same thing I do. I don't type in StreamYard because I can't really do the at sound to pull people up. I can only do that in YouTube, so that's why I have YouTube open, and that's why I can do it there.
Right, we return to the regularly scheduled program. We have that fast, that damn fast, and I'm up here trying to figure out what the hell is the conversation between Pretty Little Pennies and I Roll Pennies, because it seems to be a little thing going on here.
I Roll Penny and Pretty Little Penny. They're talking about their big bucks. They ain't even talking about the small bucks. He said he got a big buck. She said, "Yeah, I know. I wasn't looking for your bucks. I wasn't talking about your bucks." Oh, Michelle said, I started collecting coins about 2 months ago. Cool to see Jeff on your stream today.
Don't make me stop the car. John, she is tripping. We are a one coin family over here. Oh my God. So I would like to talk about the marathon.
Yes, the marathon.
I would like to give my 2 cents, hint hint, on the marathon.
Oh, the marathon.
Because I was a avid viewer when I could watch it. I admit I did not watch all of it because that was the reason why I didn't participate in it. I had other things to do. But this is the first time since I started doing the marathon. This is the first time I did miss actually be participating in it. So shout out to Rob and Rhonda and Tania for allowing me to even take part in it from before, from the jump. The marathon is wow. Like, first of all, the fact, kudos to them. I mean, the fact that they have to put this whole thing together and then sit and figure out who is going to actually go on when and all that, that's a lot. Like, if no one think, if everyone thinks that that is easy, you are sadly mistaken. Like, it's a lot. And not
Missy, did
only
you?
that,
Yeah,
but to make sure that you're even on time,
yeah.
like the
To be in the
time.
back room and everything. Did you see
Yes.
what was cool this year? This time, this season of it. You know what was cool? They played people's intro.
Yes,
Oh
that
my
was
god,
awesome.
that was awesome.
And I found I kind of feel like what the, because I'm like, if I'm just wondering if I had participated, would she have made me an intro? Because I don't
Well,
have one.
you probably would have. If you notice, it's not everybody. She played the
Shut the
intro.
hell up, Ella. I know that. I noticed that.
Yeah, but you would have asked her. She wouldn't have just made an intro for you.
Ella,
You would have
Ella,
asked her to do one.
Ella. You are speaking for her.
No, yes,
I am hinting at, I am manifesting. Okay.
she's manifesting free intro.
Yes. God dang, this woman was spoiler.
She would want to manifest
Yes.
free intro.
Yes, I am manifesting a free intro. I'm manifesting it.
Go pay like everybody else.
God, why you gotta spoil a wet dream? Okay. Gosh. I
That's
do
a wet
believe that she did hit you off with a nice little something at first.
I
That
better
was
throw
surprise.
salt on that wet dream of yours.
So shut up, okay?
I'm throwing salt on that wet dream of yours.
Damn. Okay, I do believe that she did give you a little something at first, so shut up. Okay, damn. I saw that and thought that it was so fly. Because not only that, but that was promoting her business too.
Yes, that's true.
That was promoting her business. So I was like, that was so smart and so fly. Okay. And some of them joints I was grooving to, like Randa's. Like, and first of all, when she did Big Barn, I knew that was Big Barn.
Oh yes.
But I was like, oh, you just know that Big Barn. But Randa's resale, that joint got a nice little country bop to it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like it was awesome. It was awesome. I just thought that was epically fly.
I did really enjoy the that intro. It was a whole different touch to the
Yes,
different.
it was a nice way to bring people up. It was a nice way. I also love how they actually choose people that, because a lot of us are kind of used to each other. You know, if you go around, like what I've noticed for, you know, like some, and you can even attest to this, Ella, that you will see the same kind of audience in some of the auctions and stuff. So what I like is that they bring new people that was like, who is this person?
Yes.
You know, and like the one that I caught was and I'm pretty sure I'm going to ruin her name because I don't remember the last part of it, but is the Adorned. The Adorned, and it was the one she had all the jewelry pieces she make herself.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes,
Yeah, and her husband
yes,
makes the wooden pieces. Oh my God, her stuff
yes.
blew
Her
my
stuff was,
mind.
yeah. I think that was wasn't that the first day?
Yeah, that was the first day, and I had just got off of work, and so I came in a little bit late. So I was like, "Oh my God, does she have a YouTube? Does she have a website? Does she have what?" Like her stuff blew the Adorned Locket. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh,
It
okay.
blew my mind. It
Yes.
blew my mind. I love when people actually use the marathon for what it's supposed to be.
Most,
You
yeah.
have over 100 eyes, and buyers sometimes actually save up for the marathon when they know it's coming.
Mm.
And if you are a creative person and you literally sit there create your stuff, but on other auctions you sell whatever, don't do that at this marathon. Bring your stuff you create. I promise you, people won't buy it. I promise you. I promise you. Like the stuff that she had, and then she even brought stuff that her husband does with the wood. That Frenchy wood thing, that was epic. It blew my mind.
It
I
was.
mean, who does hat pins? I was like, hat pins?
Those are cool. Did you see the ones she was selling? Those were really
They
cool.
everything she had was fly. I mean, the ring she was wearing and all that, fly. I was like, oh my God. My mind was blown. I'm literally standing in the doorway of my bedroom because I just came in cutting on. And I'm just like, and I'm like, I literally, my mouth was just dropped her whole time. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, so many people with talent. Yes, so true, Panini.
First of all,
The auction.
I want her husband to make me a wooden logo. I really want that.
Half of the pennies belong to me.
I want my husband to make me a wooden logo. I'm manifesting that one. And yes, and then I was loving what she was wearing, what she makes. Like she literally was promoting
herself. Yes.
She didn't come bringing that she buys from wherever or source. She used the platform for what you're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to.
It was her stuff. I saw her stuff. Her stuff was like really awesome. And I something I would really want to say. I know I got a lot of people that buy from me in here. I want to say I appreciate you guys so much, including you, Missy, because just like I was advising Pikiniki, both of us, we were doing that in our life, because when we get to the marathon, we're so like worried, like, are we gonna be able to sell? Is anybody gonna buy our stuff? That's what we're always worried about. Like, oh, what am I gonna bring to the marathon? You'd be thinking, oh, if I bring this, will people buy it? And
I was saying there's a reason, because leading up to the marathon, like literally like the days leading up to the marathon, your sales might be slow during your auction. So you're like, damn, is anybody buying? Like, because people are saving to buy at the marathon. So it's like, damn. So that's when you really don't know what the hell to bring, because your sales are slow leading up to the marathon.
Yeah, but but for me, it hasn't been like that, and that's why I wanted to use this to say thank you to my buyers, because you guys have been really supportive. Because it didn't even look like, I said, okay, you know what? Some of this stuff I've already shown, and I got a few more stuff. I don't know if it's gonna sell, but I looked at the marathon like, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that don't even know my channel. Don't come to my channel to buy, so I'm still gonna show this stuff. But I just couldn't believe my eyes that the people that bought from me still during the marathon, I would say out of 100% of the items I sold, I will tell you 95% of you were my regular buyers,
including me.
Yeah, including you. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much, because not only did you buy from me throughout the week, you also came out on Friday to support me and still buy from me. But let me tell you, when that auction ended, I was like, wow,
No,
God is good. God
no,
is really good.
no. I wish I could mute you. I wanted to whip you. I said, Ella. I text Ella. I said, good job, Ella. You did amazing. I said, but if you ever bring anything Wall Street, okay,
How
any
would I
Wall
even
Street
know?
paraphernalia, anything,
I didn't
and
even
you try
know.
to sell it on the auction again, I'ma hurt you.
Shut up. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know what it was. And you know what? That didn't
This
come
woman
in.
then comes back and say, did
That
somebody buy it?
that didn't come in this pallet. That came in my first
I said,
pallet.
yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, I know you bought it, but I'm saying that didn't come in my last two pallets. That came in my first three pallets before the last two pallets.
Oh, that makes me want
I
to
looked
slap
at it
you
and I
more.
put it in the corner. I just said, you know what? Let me put it
That
in
makes
the
me want to
corner.
slap you more. That makes me want
Yeah,
to slap you more.
yeah. I
That-
wish you would.
It's me.
I wish you
I
would.
have told Ella consistently. I say, "Oh, when you got stuff, run it by me. I'm gonna buy it
I
all."
wouldn't know.
Okay, so
I
last
wouldn't
year,
know.
last
You think I
but
go
this
through?
one
Let me
knew.
tell you.
This
Let
one
me
knew
Let me
last
tell you.
year
Let me
that
bring
I took off
something.
last year to get more into investing and trading and all that. So I've actually been looking for stuff that's like bull and all that. That's why I bought the bull necklace. Now she gifted me a bull necklace, but yet you. Oh, y'all, I was literally getting ready to be like, oh, okay, she doing good. She opened that box. It was like slow-mo. She opened that box and comes this nice wooden thing. I said, oh, that looks nice, well crafted. And I said, that better not be what I think it is. And she turned it around. I saw that bull. I was like, wait, where is the phone? I'm like, where is the phone? Where is the YouTube? Damn it, the YouTube. Girl.
And you know that bull, I sold it for cheap because when I looked at the price, when I saw how much they do sell them for, even on eBay, I was like,
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
sold that for cheap. Let me tell you, this is it. When I go through my palette, I don't have time to go through everything to open it. I don't do that. Sometimes during the auction, that's when I open. You know what?
This Wall Street ones, Nikki. Just Wall Street.
This. I opened it the day of the auction because I didn't even know what it was. I already got my list and sent it to Rhonda. And then I said, you know what? What if I go through everything and I still got more time? I said, okay, what stuff I don't know? I started pulling stuff out and I pulled this box out. I pulled it out, and before the auction started, I said, let me open it because I know it's going to be hard for me to open. I said, black stuff. I said, okay, let me pull it open. Mm-hmm. And I pulled it open and I opened it. And I said,
no, I bought
oh my gosh, what is this? And I said, oh my gosh, I got to show this. But because it wasn't on the list, same thing with the bull, wasn't on the list. I had to wait. And I said, I don't want to run out of time so that I show this stuff. And look at this glass. Let me make myself big and show you.
Now she want to show the glass and again. Listen, we ain't talking about that. We don't want to do this. No, why are you showing this?
Look, that's what I'm saying. I told you sometimes I don't know what I have in my palette until I open it. And I opened this one and I was like, wow, look at this. Look at how this, and I got the blue one as well. That's pretty cool. I saw this one. Somebody was selling one of this for $20. Just one. And I got the blue color and I got the spoons as well. So most of the time I don't really know what I have in the box until I open it, and I do open it last minute. So same thing with that bull. Okay, look at the spoons. These are the spoons that comes with it. Look at that. Pretty. Mm-hmm. I mean, put it in and that's it. It has the butterfly on it. It's got the rose on the handle, everything. I mean, my gosh. And you can actually have a cup of tea in it, or you can have your hot chocolate in it. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to sell that one.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I was like, No, this Bama didn't. Like I've told this woman so many times
How am
that
I
when
gonna know?
she
You
has
know how
to,
many people ask for something that they want?
I
You
don't
think
care. I'm not other people.
I don't care?
I'm not other people. They ain't got
Well,
nothing to do with
that's
me.
what I say.
Do those other people actually buy the stuff
I will
before me?
bring it. I will bring it.
Don't know. You know, I will bring it. No,
I
do
will
those
bring
other
it to
people actually
auction.
buy the off you though? I don't want to
Hi,
hear that.
Cool Ranch.
I
Welcome.
don't want to hear none of that. Did you just kick Missy out? She always kick me out.
I didn't kick Missy out. Where Missy? You think I should kick Missy out? I am. I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to kick her out.
Porn.
You know.
Hey, Cool Ranch. I miss her selling.
She was on. She had some. She brought some really nice stuff too to the
I
auction.
missed that one. But yeah, the marathon is awesome. Now let's get to the the fun. um these are just gentle. This is just gentle advice.
And when have you always been gentle? When have you always been gentle?
I am as gentle as cotton.
Let me tell you, if you think Missy is gentle, put one in the chat. If you think Missy is gentle, no, you won't hurt her feelings. I trust me, you won't hurt her feelings. Missy gentle? Yeah, right. Gentle.
This is just what I observed. This is not on behalf of Ella. This is just what I observed.
Put one in the chat.
She's as soft as Charmin. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. Thank you. Thank you.
Put one in the chat.
They're saying it verbally. She's as soft as gentle is not the word that you know what, Mr. Picky. You know what? I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. So this is just what I observed. One, if you have never done the marathon and you're not really a seller online at all, like online, then before you decide to do or participate in said marathon, make sure you actually understand what goes into actually selling online. Make sure you have the proper equipment. Make sure you have the proper. Make sure you can actually keep up with the pace that comes with participating in said marathon. I would highly advise that you participate in a few slow paced auctions before signing up for said marathon. That way, and wait till you're comfortable, because although the ladies are patient and they are kind, in my opinion, and today and this weekend I literally was just just a viewer, okay? But as a viewer and buyer myself, I do not think it is fair to expect buyers and viewers to be patient with you as you're showing and selling, because you are not as versed in technology or as used to selling online. Like, that's something that the viewers and buyers shouldn't have to.
Do you want to give an example? You want to give an example because I don't really understand.
No, I'm not giving an example. Because if I give an example, that might allude to people assuming that I'm talking about someone specific.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to do that.
Okay.
See, she's trying to get me to not be gentle. That's why I say I'm being gentle. Okay.
Some of it I couldn't watch. I agree totally, Missy. So hard to watch. No examples, please.
Yeah, because that can be, even though they had great stuff to show. Some people are known for having some technical issues and it's like by now you ain't got it together, then don't put your hat in the ring to participate in something like this. It's not fair for the ladies to try to have to, navigate helping you and figure out what to do, nor is it fair for them to try to work you through it. Like they're providing a platform and doing everything else. They're modding for you. They're sending you the list of everything that's sold. Like they're doing everything else. All you literally got to do is just show up and show your stuff.
It could be very daunting for a lot of people, especially if they haven't done it before.
But
And
that's what I just said. That's what I
yeah,
just said.
so that's what I'm saying.
Before, because remember, they're not forcing you to participate. You send them an email and ask them, can you be in it? So before you do that, make sure you are actually able to do it. Because not everyone does it. There are some sellers that I have never ever seen participate in the marathon. And it's just not their jam. And that's cool. That's cool. It's just not their jam. They just, there's nothing against it. They have nothing against it. It's just not their jam.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. You got to be prepared when you're doing something like this. You're only on for 13 minutes. You really have to prepare. Make sure you get all your stuff. That's why we, myself and Pikiniki, we've been talking about this and we were like, oh, have you prepared? It took me 3 days. Even though I was selling that whole week, it took me 3 days to get the stuff that I wanted to sell. And I remember even talking to Adventures with Victoria after the show, and I was like, now I said I only got 15 stuff ready. It's not that I don't have items. I said, but before the show starts, I'm definitely gonna have to look for the stuff that didn't sell, that got passed. I'm gonna bring them back on you won't believe it. The stuff that passed that didn't sell during my show, I brought them back during the auction and they sold. So I had to prepare myself before I got on to make sure I had everything and had extra that even wasn't on the list, but I had extra because I didn't want them to wait. I wanted to make sure I had everything. And I've been doing this show with them since they started it. I think I missed the very first one they did.
Me too.
I missed the very first one they did. And because I went on it late and I saw it and I was like, how could I get on? But I didn't know by then that people had to register to get on. So when they announced it, I was like, oh, I got to get on. And since then I've been on every single show and I make sure I get everything ready. Everything is ready. I number it, put numbers on it. So make it easy, have all my items around. And then the most important thing, you make sure your internet is okay. Make sure you're not using your phone. Make sure you're using a laptop or a desktop because it makes it easy for you as well to make sure you get all your stuff that you want to get prepared.
Well, that's why I said make sure you're equipped.
Your equipment, your
I'm keeping it broad and saying make sure you're equipped, and do some dry runs. There are people who have open platforms. Ella has an open platform. I believe Johnny sometimes has an open platform. There are other people who have open platforms. Or if you have the following, do it on your channel.
Well, you know what was good? Robin was doing that on her channel a day before because Beverly was on there testing her equipment. Yeah, on Real Creative Studio, she did have that on. So and Beverly was on there.
Yeah, matter of fact, I did see where Robin did do a live. Actually, and this is the first time they've ever done this. And they've been doing this for almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
Actually doing a live where you can where they was actually going to tutor you, like tutorial you on how to get in the back room and all that. So that's what I'm like. They're doing the extra steps to make it a seamless and easy process for you. But the thing is, they shouldn't have to, so because you're reaching out to them, they're not reaching out to you. Okay.
Yeah, it's a learning process, and they
Another
will get to,
another thing is and this is my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with Ella. Um, I will say that there was diversity this marathon because last marathon we had some craziness, but there was diversity this marathon, and I do kudos to the ladies because I think they picked well for this marathon to not have um what happened last marathon happened this marathon.
I don't think they picked. I think what they do is who come in first. So if you send your email in first, like they've been doing all marathon, who comes in first? If you send your email, I don't think they go
No, they
through
picked
the.
because remember they said if they had issues with some and say they're one of the first ones to send, if they had issues with you, they're not going to choose you.
Oh,
So
okay.
they pick.
Oh, but okay. I didn't know that. I just thought
Robin
that.
has said it a number of times. Like if they have heard that you have issues with shipping, like customers have had issues with shipping or whatever.
Yeah, but so
Their
even though
bond
that means.
said it too.
Okay, so
Um,
if you're first in line, that means you will fall off, and the next person that sent their second email, they will be
but that's
first.
what I'm saying. That's still them picking. You see what I'm saying? Not picking as in picking favorites, but they still they choose they they take the time to actually check out channels and do all that, and pick from that. Because if that was the case, you would see the same people. You see what I'm saying? So
I don't know. I don't know about that one. So
I
I
think
know that.
we're
So
getting a different interpretation when I say
yeah,
pick. When I
because when the way you're saying it, it make it look like they're going through the list of everybody that put there, and then they say, oh, this person can go on, this person no, this person can go on, this person go. That's how it sounds like when you're saying it. But they're not here to say
um,
how they do the vetting process, so I
okay,
wouldn't say
well, okay,
anything.
that's not how I mean it.
Well, that's how it comes across.
Okay, damn it, I just said that's not how I mean it. What you want me to do? Donate a lung?
Yeah, and your liver too if you have it.
Okay, well, put it on a list. Well, okay. See, you made me lose my train of thought, rudeness. Um, uh, I would say the selection of sellers this time were awesome. Or who got into participate in the marathon this time were awesome. Is that better? Is that better, Grandma? Is that better? Okay. Um, but and this is just my opinion. There are still people who are selling who are not real sellers. And what I mean by that is because we all source. We're even us, real sellers source because we have to source product. But if your sourcing is not a legitimate way to source, then and that's how you're sourcing in order to qualify to be a seller, you need to hang it up. You need to hang it up. You shouldn't even be considered for the marathon. The marathon should be for actual real sellers. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And then what kills me is some of these people who does this don't need to. They literally they literally have a niche that if they sell that, it flies. It sells like this. But yet they pivoted from that and sourced somewhere that everybody knew where they were sourcing from. And it was like, what? What? What the heck? That's not what we was expecting from you. Why did you even do that? So it to me,
Oh, basically, it's like Picky Nikki, known as the brooch queen. She come on the marathon, instead of selling brooches, she end up selling. Let's see, towels.
she ended, she ended up selling
Toasters. You see, she ended up selling toasters.
You know, selling water. I don't know.
Be like, I got prepared to buy some brooches, and Picnicky came on here and started selling toasters. Like, what the heck?
And it's like,
where the brooches,
well,
brooch queen?
she, well, I wouldn't use Nikki because Nikki is a seller. Like,
no, but that's what I'm
Nikki
saying.
has
I'm just
always
using
been,
it as
no,
an
this is what I'm
example.
saying. Nikki has always been a seller. You got Nikki is a seller and buyer like myself. You got some people that was a buyer and all of a sudden they're a seller. Now, so I wouldn't use her. I wouldn't use her. But you got some people that was a buyer. That's what they were better at buying, and now they're selling. And it's like,
that was weird.
It's clear
started the show with tent.
It's clear that you are a seller. It's clear that you are a buyer because of the fact that you are now trying to fit. You're now trying to participate in the club. You see what I'm saying? You're now trying to be a member.
Well,
no one is saying that. No one is saying that you can't be, but I'm just saying.
Ventures with
like the
Victoria
rest of us
says,
find the niche that works, and when you find a niche that works, don't gravitate from it. So in that example, yes, it would be like Nikki
selling toasters,
selling tents. You know,
I'm waiting for her to show brooch.
Initially, I was thinking makeup, but Nikki wears makeup, so I would fly with that. Like I did. Like, I sell a lot of different stuff, but I sell stuff that I know about. Like when I first was on camera and all that, when we were selling with TJ, I often wore makeup. People often complimented, "Oh yeah, you wearing a nice highlight. You wearing this nice." Like, I often wore makeup, so it's not too weird for me to now sell makeup. Like, I would even do makeup as one of my lots, so it's not too weird for me to just now say I'm doing cosmetics. But I'm just tired of seeing the same people, because now what they do, they go and build friendships with certain people, and
you watch too much YouTube.
they build friendships with certain people, and then they participate in these auctions, and it's like, I can't even take you seriously, you know? Okay, I'm drifting.
Yeah, you're really okay. Adventures with Victoria say, personally, I think the marathon is a perfect place, a perfect chance to try new items you are interested in selling in a new niche. Just my opinion. And I think, yeah, you want to try new stuff, and I think that's not a problem. That's fine. You can always try and buy new stuff. If you want to sell new stuff, that's okay. Okay. We're just talking about the marathon.
Let me answer that. I'm not saying that if you are participating in a marathon and you want to try sell new things that you shouldn't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are people who are actually real sellers. I don't like to call us resellers. Okay, I don't like to do that. I prefer to call us sellers. And there are people who actually are sellers and take this business seriously. They put in the time to learn about this business. They put in the energy to actually perfect or quasi perfect this business, to find a niche that works, and to try to make it, to make it big without actually biting off of other people. And then there are those who just want to be a part of the phase. And they don't really, they're not even doing this for any kind of reason but to be a part of the phenomenon. And because they want to be a part of the phenomenon, they're getting junk to flip to those online. And you know that they're doing that because they don't have no other platforms. They're not selling anywhere else but online. They don't have any other business, no other interest in selling but online.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by sellers and those who are just, they just want to,
Just get rid of some stuff.
yes.
So okay,
Not even rid of some stuff, because rid of some stuff is actually selling what you have. If you're selling what you have and you want to downsize and all that, bring it. I want to see what I invite that. But I'm talking about literally sourcing quantities of junk just to be a seller. That's what I'm talking
about. Okay. Michelle saying Missy needs a talk show. I love to listen to her viewpoint. And Ella, I love her views too. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Pearl said, but most people were never resellers to begin with. They just fell into it. And that is right. And sometimes I think the situation that it could be certain things that make people fall into reselling. One, okay, for instance, the marathon. Okay, I've always been in business, even as I said, the marathon. Sorry, COVID. I've always been in business even before the freaking COVID started. In business.
Let's not do that.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. There's a lot of people fall into the business of trying to sell stuff because they want to make extra money. I can't fault anybody for that. They could be in it because you know what, they need to make extra money. Just like Jeff said, he had a business and his mom fell ill and he didn't have enough for the insurance that they were paying. They would think the insurance probably was going to pay off, but the insurance didn't pay off everything. So now he had to go into a business in order for him to be able to sell stuff, to look after, to pay the bills and make sure that his mom get the treatment that she need. So that's the thing. A lot of people could fall into that category. Like, okay, I'm doing a job, I don't earn enough, I need to find something to do, and people sell the stuff they have in order to say okay, and they find out that they're making money in doing that, so they now become a seller in order to pay their bills, pay their rent, and put food on the table for their family. So if they decided that that's what they want to do, I would not fault anybody from doing that. Because like I've always said this, the reseller business is not meant for one person. It's not meant for one person. If anybody wants to go into the reselling business, that is up to them if they want to go into the reselling business and do it for themselves. But people are going, if you're going in it for a particular reason that, in order to put food on your table, I wouldn't go against that. You got to go do it. When I went back to work, I had to go back to work because I needed a permanent roof over my head and I had to pack up my business. And then when COVID hit, I had to go back to something that I was doing before. And that's how I got back into the business again, So that's my viewpoint on that. If you want to go do it, go do it. If you want to do it, I won't say, oh, you shouldn't do it. But people do setting stuff as a hobby. So if they see reselling as a hobby and they want to do it as a hobby, then who am I to say they shouldn't do it? By all means, go into the business and do it as a hobby. Some people make money, but they just want to do it, as a hobby. You can't stop them and say they shouldn't do it as a hobby. If that's what they want to do, let them go do it. Michelle said I started reselling unique live plants in 2019, and then the rest is history. You see, and people sell stuff for different reasons. So some people, Penny, some people are just new to it and not true to it. There is a difference in flipping and reselling. That's true. There's a difference in that too. Pearl say also a lot of flea market don't exist anymore because people do dabbing into yeah, that's true. People moving.
Or a lot of flea market prices have gone up.
Yeah, a lot of flea market. You were talking about eBay and the prices when you go to when you go to these real estates.
Yeah, well, I go to
Sale.
the state sales. The state companies actually price this stuff based on eBay, and
Yes.
I'm like, what was you using before eBay?
I had somebody. I remember I called you from one place. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
I was at one place and I called you. I said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" Because there was no price on it. You said, "Ask the lady for the price." The lady brought her the phone. When I asked her, I said, "There's no price on this item." She said, "Okay, hold up." And then she brought out her phone and she went on eBay to look up the price. And then I said to her, are you looking at the sold item or you're looking at the listed price? I said, because you're looking at the listed price. You're not even looking at how much the item actually sold for, you know. And I said, I've been in business for too long to know this. You're not going to be pulling eBay prices on me, you know. So a lot of people, and
And
that's
the
what they
thing
do.
is, they're right. They can do that if they want, but I just choose to. When I see that, I move along. I move along, or I just come back. That's why I go on the last day.
Hi, Johnny, Cajun Root Reseller. Welcome. Okay, people do like dried more than live ones. Okay. Oh, Jedit. I was talking to Iro Penny. I sold plants too. I just didn't know that they were better when dried out. Yeah, a lot of people sell the dried out plant, especially like roses. They leave that to dry out, and you know. Some people, yes. All right, I think I caught up. And I miss anything else?
Okay.
Also, the auction heads and more truly know some of us and know our hearts, and that we have respect for the community and our buyers and fellow sellers. Yeah, so true.
Okay. So last and final point. As a buyer,
The one that they smoke. It's not roses, it's the one that they smoke.
you know what, Donnie? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I said, I don't think the dried out plants he's talking about. I thought that's what.
I thought that's what he was talking about too. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that's what he was talking about too. But you know, that's why I said, you know what, I'm not doing this. I really am not doing this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna ignore that whole conversation there. I'm gonna say this before I forget what I'm about to say. So as a buyer, do not bid on items that you can't immediately pay for. That's all I'm saying. Because, and don't try to bid up people, making it seem like you Billy Badass.
And
when everybody know that it's probably going to take you 30 days or 60 days to even pay that bill. Like, and what I and then don't talk mess in the chat like you that one. Like, nah, don't do that. 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 Because everyone know you're not that one, but they're being kind and not letting you know that they know that you ain't that one, because you have a reputation in the community of not being that one, and you have a reputation in the community of paying 30, 60, 120 days late. So that's all I gotta say. Marathon was great though.
Marathon was great.
It was awesome. It's awesome. It is. I often look forward to, and I told Ella, I said, "Yo,
Did you see
A
my bid?
marathon fell on a weekend that we go live on Sunday. Oh, this gonna
Yes.
be it.
You know, because last time we had to wait the
Gotta
following
wait 2-3
weeks to
weeks.
talk about the marathon. Yeah. And yes, guess what? It was a massive marathon. I told Pikiniki, I said, every time every time the marathon comes on, I always wanted to bid on her brooches. Because actually I love brooches. When I started selling jewelry, I really love brooches. I think my first order was the brooches. You remember you came on to help me when I was showing the brooches. So I always love brooches. And every time people were always bidding. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm not gonna buy brooches from Pikiniki. This time around, I didn't want to buy brooches anyway. I was looking, I said, I know everybody's just gonna be bidding. And then I was like, I gotta bid in this. I've been waiting too long to get brooches from this woman. You see my bid. And I came in, I said, you know what? I even told you in in our private email. I said, I'm ready to. I don't know how far this bid is gonna go, but I would drop $1,000 for this.
Ella said, normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep the party going.
I told you before I even dropped the 700.
I didn't see the message until after. I was like,
I said, I'm about to drop
Ella,
700.
did you? Like, even Nikki said, is that my Ella? Oh my word.
And I paid her right away. Ask her, she will tell you. I paid her right away. I paid her that $900 for the brooches. I paid her. I'm like, this is an opportunity. I said it. I said, you know what? I'm ready for this brooch auction now. I'm ready. So when she first of all came out and showed tent, I was like, where are the brooches, woman? And then she brought out the brooches and I saw the bid going. I was like, oh my
Missy,
god.
don't forget to mention how people try to run the price up for their friend, then get stuck with the item because they bid the person out that would actually pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And let me tell you, this is not the first time something like this has happened to me. I remember something happened to me in somebody's auction and I was bidding, and this person was out several times, but they kept coming back. I don't know whether because they felt they were a man and I was playing a man's game. I said, you know what? I'm ready. I don't care how much this person was bidding, and they knew they were bidding me up. And I said, you know what? I got money I'm sitting on. I'm ready to take this. Just like yesterday. I'm like, I told Missy, I said, I'm ready to drop $1,000. Nobody's getting this brooch lots. You thought I was joking? I said I was ready to drop $1,000. I said it even before I dropped it in the chat, and she was like,
and
if I want something, don't mess with me.
And so Ella is so Ella can sometimes be oblivious. There was a comment in the chat that really it pissed me off.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
Because it wasn't addressed to me, I didn't respond. And it took a lot I was cooking too, so that's another reason. Because it took a lot for me not to respond. Because the comment was, Ella, don't you got pallets to buy?
Yeah.
And Ella thought that the person was just asking her that. I said, hell no, Ella. They was being a smart ass.
I said, I already paid for my pallets and they're coming next week.
And yeah, she responded with, I already paid for. I said, Ella, they didn't even know that. I said, she was like, well, they asked. I said, no, Ella, they was being a smart ass saying, oh, if you got that, you won't be able to afford this. And
it's missing. Anyway, guys, I got a jewelry unboxing.
Yes, let's move on because I'm getting ready to get into it. I don't want to. Because I'm getting ready to get into it. I'm
12
trying very hard
p.m.
to talk about
tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. I'm gonna be doing unboxing. I got this just delivered. So jewelry unboxing. And if you want to buy, I'm gonna be selling right out of the box tomorrow, 12 p.m. The thumbnail is already out. It's exactly, Missy. Somebody
I
was.
actually listed. I actually did list. I was like, yes, with a guess, I finally get to do some work.
Oh, Missy, I think she was doing a bad joke. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, she wasn't doing a bad joke. She was throwing shade. She knew what she was doing because it was the person that was, yeah. So nah. And I was like, you know what you should have said back to her, right? And I told Ella exactly what she should have said back to her. And Ella was like, well, no, I answered her. I said, Ella, she wasn't asking no damn question. There was no question mark like that. She meant that as a dig.
Well, I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I already paid for my pallets. They're coming next week.
Exactly, Michelle. It was an attempt to get her to waver. I was like, Ella's in a bidding war. Like, it was an attempt to get her to waver. I was like, that wasn't no damn. Oh, I'm concerned. Do you have enough for your? Hell no, that wasn't that. Come on now.
You're talking about somebody that's been in business since
Who said that
2000.
comment? I
Somebody
know
that's been
that
in
I wrote
business
Penny
since
that said that comment.
2007.
Who said
Yeah,
that comment?
I got money. Don't worry about it. You're talking about somebody that's been in business since 2007. I've been doing
No,
business.
who said that
You
comment?
asked me if I got enough money to buy shit.
I know that was a Donnie that said that comment.
He
Who
said
said
what?
that comment?
Pretty Penny said, Missy, get into it. Keep exposing the smart ass.
It's not my channel. What? Who said that? Who said that they thought that they were joking? Who the hell said that? I know that was Donnie that said that. Was that Donnie?
You could tell that me and Ella are family by the way we bid. I'm telling you, if I want to get into it, I was like, you ain't having this. You ain't having this item. I said, I got money. I don't care whether it was one brooch that they were bidding on. I was ready for this item today. You're not gonna take it away from
Ella don't bid like I bid. I go ahead and drop this.
I don't do
like,
drop.
I dare you.
Drop. No, I don't
you.
up bid to drop it. I up the bid because
Oh no, I ain't talking about dropping it. Like drop
I
it on
need it.
someone. I said I bid when I want something.
She said Ella said that this is just a dinner money I spent on those brooches.
No, I wasn't saying to drop it on them. I was saying when I bid and I want something, I bid.
Yeah.
You want to go 25? We can go in hundreds. Like what are we doing here?
You see that it gone past her time. Her time already gone past.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, Nikki was
like,
that
was Michelle. Okay, I thought that was Donnie that said that. I'm about to say, I know good and well that was a Donnie that said that she thought that was a bad joke. I'm about to say,
I truly appreciate you, Ella. I didn't know it was you bidding. No, she didn't mean it. And that's why I had to copy that part. I had to record that part and posted it onto my page. Because the way she said it, is that my Ella? She didn't know. Nikki was shocked. She didn't know it was me.
Nikki is just too sweet.
She's too sweet. I was
and I'm still waiting on my dollar from the both of y'all. Because clearly Ella got money. $5. Let's up that to $5. Clearly Ella got money and Nikki just got money. So $5 from the both of y'all. Thank you.
I was like, I said, invoice me. She said, yeah. I said, go ahead and invoice me right now.
I told Kim to take Ella's phone because I thought she had gotten into the wine early.
That's what I saw that in the chat. I was laughing. I said, no, you're not going to distract me. I need a bid. I need to keep bidding on this.
And I was like, what?
And I told Kim to take the bottle of wine from Ella. I'm like, no.
I'm still
I'm not
waiting to get
drinking.
paid for
My
packing.
eyes are open.
Uh-oh. Mr. Piggy said, I'm still waiting to get paid for packing all them freaking things.
Well, as far as you didn't bubble wrap it, like I said to Nikki, if my shit come bubble wrapped and wrapped and wrapped, I'm returning that shit to sender. If I open the box and I see wrapping, I'm like,
Thank you, Stacey. That's what I was thinking. Nikki would take care of you later, Mr. Piggy. That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know why. I don't know why she went into that.
oh
But
my goodness. She said he spent 6 hours on that today. I told him how Ella wanted it. Yes. I said, don't wrap my things because it's going to take me forever. The first time I got a wrapping from Picky Nicky, oh my goodness. And I went live. The mistake I made was going live with it. It took forever. And everybody knew. I said, oh my gosh, this thing is wrapped properly. They said, yeah, that must be Picky Nicky. I didn't even tell them that it was Picky Nicky. I said I got a box.
That's exactly right, Lorraine. And the fact that she had time, I'm in the bathroom thinking, I'm like, what? First of all, don't nobody need.
When people really want an item, it
No,
take them
that
too
you in
long
the
to get.
bathroom.
Oh, you're so right, pretty little penny. It shouldn't
Yes.
take. If somebody really want, that means they want it. They don't need it because
Yes.
if you need
And
it,
in my head, it made it to me when that came out to me. It seemed like it was an intentional upping of the bid. It seemed like they was intentionally doing it just to up it. I think they had no intentions of actually buying it at a higher price. They just knew that Ella was going to
I
because
wasn't even gonna let them have it. I wasn't gonna let them even have it because
but knowing that she could have easily just kept because she knew that, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Like, she knew she was out of her price range. Like, what you
doing? What you doing? Yeah. And you know what? At the end of the day, I know at the end of the day, Pikiniki, she's the kind of person that if you buy one thing from her, like I said, do me a 50 pound box. She packed all sterling silver in the box. I say, girl, do I look like I know shit to you? Why you put sterling silver in the box? You put jewelry in the box. I don't know the name. What happened to the fashion jewelry? I got a box here, got names of jewelry 925. She said, Ella, I want you to make money. I said, don't you ever do that to me again.
Exactly.
She said, but you know what? That's the kind of person Pikiniki is. She will. I've bought boxes from people before and they sent me totally shit.
Ella is a peculiar one. Don't like if you
put gold. I'm
if
like,
you
I
she's complaining. Listen, Ella is one that she just wants a reason to have a complaint. If you send her shit, she's complaining. You send her silver, she's complaining. You send her gold, she's complaining.
I will complain.
Like, there is no satisfying her. That's why she has this time of 11 minutes. She knows no man is actually going to sustain that, and it's going to be a problem. So there is no satisfying.
She said, I put gold in it, and she yelled at me. Yeah, I yelled at her. I'm like, girl.
But the best way to handle that, Nikki, is just ignore.
I'm gonna call when I'm sending those things. I'm gonna call her to come on live and tell me how much this stuff costs because
Stacey said sounds about right. And the best way to handle it is just ignore. Pack it with gold, pack it with silver.
Say, Ella, guess I can't even send you a gift. No, you within it.
Just ignore. Listen, this is what I do. She starts going. I'm like, y'all see me do it. I sit here. I'm like,
it's not about the dollar to
and
us.
I'll be like,
there are things more important. Yes, it's not about the dollar. That's the thing I said to Pikiniki as well. To me, it's not about, if you want to send me stuff, you can send me stuff. It's not like, oh, high price or low price. Just don't send me crap, and thinking that you sent me something good. But you know what? I feel for me, I know what's something at work. That's why when I do my auction and I do like mystery gift, see me, I just say, oh no, I don't want somebody to spend that much past it, because I'm not trying to be greedy or get rich over a certain item. And I've said it so many times, you know. And when I opened Picnick's box, I said, could you do a $50 box for me? Because I'm waiting for my jewelry and I know it's going to be late. And the jewelry came today. They just delivered this box. Now, when she sent me the box and I opened it, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know I can't even pronounce the name of some of this stuff. And they're all 925, except for maybe about one or two that wasn't 925. They're 925, 925. I had to call her quick. I was like, girl, 925? What you send me all this 925 for $50? She said, I want you to make money. You know, I said, thank you very much, but don't you ever do that. They sent me 925. Because I want you to make money too, but you send me all this 925. How much am I going to sell it for? I don't know. You know, so I don't even know how much. I called her the other day. I said, okay, what is this? And she said, that is a gold cross. I said, that's good. Yeah, she said that was good. I can't tell whether it's gold because I don't test. And I don't have the material to test. I'm not a jewelry person like people that really selling jewelry and they can go ahead and they can test this stuff. I don't have time to test. That's why when you buy jewelry from me, if you get gold, congratulations to you. I'm trying to sell a diamond brooch. It's got diamond in it and sapphire, and it's an 18K. And I didn't know, and I was about to say I was trying to sell it for $5. That is my that is just how my brain works. I don't know it. But me, I'm like, you know what? I just want to sell it $5 so I can get my money back. That's all I was thinking. Sell it for $5, I get my money back. And if I'm selling it to you, you find out it's gold, it's silver, I'm going to be happy for you anyway. That's how I think. I have to hold the phone at a distance. She said I have to hold the phone at a distance. It's all about supporting each other, but some people only support certain people within the community. Good luck to them. It's good luck to them. I try to support as many people as I want to support. That I don't wear. You see me, I wear this earring. I got it from Picnicky because I know I had to wear earrings in my ear. My dad used to say to me, Ella, you need to dress, and or else people, if you don't put earring or make your hair, people are gonna be thinking you're a woman, you're a man. You need to be a woman. Because I used to cut my hair very low, and and I had to put earrings in my ear so people could tell. Michelle, Ella, and Missy likes gift. They fold it into a wallet. Silent money. That's true, Pennies. We wouldn't hate money. No, you don't hate money. Hey, Stacy May
Did you?
Hi, Stacy May.
Are you really just saying hey to her? She's been in the chat the whole time.
I've been chatting. I didn't know that she's been in the chat the whole time. I'm so sorry, Stacy May. I just see you. Sorry, I apologize. And if I miss anybody else, I apologize. Yes.
He came in when you had to be quiet. And you said hi in the way that you're supposed to say hi.
Hi, Stacy May W. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Stacy May W. I like watching her in the morning. She does this craft show. The energy she brings to her show, I mean, it's so smoothing. So if you're not following Stacy May W, make sure you follow her. They do crafts. She invite people to come on, and they do crafts on their show. I just like watching them.
I like that, Donnie. The game is being told, not sold.
Hi, Nancy Smith. Good to see you. How are you? I say I love selling costume jewelry because that is what I like to wear. That is the thing. When I was selling jewelry back in 2012, I used to sell the ladies in my kiosk. I used to have ladies' clothes, but when they come and they buy stuff from me, they say, "Oh, I wish you sold jewelry. It would just go well with this dress that you're selling, or it would go well with this pants, or it would go well with this blouse." So I made up my mind. I said, "Okay, I don't really know jewelry, and I don't want to buy stuff that people are gonna say, hey, it turned black, and they're gonna want their money back." So I said, you know what? I will go to a trade show and just go and focus on fashion jewelry. So I went to a trade show in Kissimmee, and they hold it every year there. And I go to the trade show and I buy from these wholesalers and bring it to my kiosk to sell. So I always let them know that they were fashion jewelry because I don't know anything about gold. I don't know anything about silver, stainless, or any. I didn't know those things. So that is what I'm used to, is the fashion jewelry, because I don't have to explain to anybody that, oh, it's silver over sterling. I only heard it when I came on YouTube, silver over sterling, and you know, so I'm good with that. The person knows it's fashion jewelry, so they don't need to come back to me and say, hey, what you told me it was gold is silver, you know. So yeah. I noticed that brooches. I noticed that brooches as well. When you turn over, I was just about to say dead. Oh yeah, and Johnny told me yes. I was like, oh, I didn't know what it was, and no, everybody picked rounded and left that one twice. It was like maybe God was telling me something. So I have that. I have that brooch stored away now. It's a game, yeah, and a thing. Just still love you. I think. Well, yeah. Stacy May, you missed a half dollar man. I love Ella's outgoing, happy, joyful personality. Thank you. I appreciate it. So tomorrow at 12, mark your calendars. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. I put the thumbnail out. Go hit the notification. I'm gonna be doing a jewelry unboxing. And then in the evening, when I come back at 6:15, selling with Missy, I'm gonna be selling hard goods. You know, I'm not gonna be selling jewelry in the evening. I'm gonna be selling hard goods because I need to get some of the stuff to make room for the pallets that I'm getting in. So if you're working and you can take your break at 12 o'clock, take your break at 12 o'clock. Because I'm gonna do unboxing everything and I'm gonna be selling out of the box. So just to let you guys know that. All right, my light is going off. Okay, let's see. You can count on her to tell you the truth. Oh, yeah. You know, gotta say how it is. I'm glad that pretty very refreshing. Missy, my other half, the other half of my brain thinks just like you, so I appreciate your thought. Yeah, Mrs. Brain is all like that, wired. Sometimes you'd be thinking it's wired to explode, but it doesn't. She's shaking her head. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours and 47 minutes. Missy, oh, I was gonna say Missy got work in the morning, but she ain't got. But I got work in the morning because I still got to work in the morning. Have to wake up at 7:30, be at my desk to work from 8 to 11, and then get ready for my auction at 12. So, well, I call it auction, but basically it's just buying out of the box. I think I need to change that. Buying out of the box. Buying out of the box. Maybe I come up with something. Missy, you got something to say as we say goodbye?
Thanks everyone for tuning in. It was a blast, and see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. I want to say thank you guys. Don't forget all the auctions that's gonna be going on. So make sure you hit notifications and go support the people. I'm off tomorrow because I'm asleep with my I wrote Penny. I'm off tomorrow. We'll all see you, Iro Penny. Bye, beautiful ladies. Bye, guys. Until tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also want to say thank you, Jeff, for coming on and educating us about the coin, on coins anyway. I hope you can come back on again. If you want to be on the show, guys, let me know. Email me, saveherefirst@gmail.com, and let me know that you want to be a guest on the show, and we'll bring you on the show. Okay? So let me know if you want to be a guest. Come on and share. Let loose. That's why I change it to let loose. Good night, everybody, and see ya